Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of... Wait, where are we? Wait.
We're still here.
I did this joke last time.
You did. It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay. You're tired.
Welcome to Civ Game Night, where we have 4 great content creators here to play Civilization 6. We have some amazing talent with us here today.
Who are you again? You're Moy?
I don't know who I am. Oh, wow, I am tired. Okay,
you are so
right.
tired. Hi, Moy.
I am Moy Sauce. This is...
Raising Zozo.
We are the CIV Show. We are missing Nystagmus as well. Hey, I'm Nystagmus. And we are joined by 2 developers, Sean and Kevin. Thank you guys for coming all this way to Firaxis Studio.
Absolutely. Excited that we get to have this.
Long trip. Yep.
And we are joined by 4 amazing creators. We are joined by the rock star of Civilization 6, Boesthius.
Hi, Boes.
We are joined by Doctor in Training, PaisleyTrees. Hello, Paisley.
Hello.
Joined by the horse lady herself, SassyGamerLady. Hello, Sassy.
Raising.
Hello.
And we are joined by tealful, the down under adjacent tealful. Welcome, tealful.
Hi.
Hi, new friends and old friends.
We have a very exciting game for you today. Zoe, why don't you tell us about this game?
This game is going to be wild. All right, so we've got quite the scenario for you guys today. The game we're going to play, all right, is all about pollution. It's about monopolies. It's about comets falling from the sky. Okay, so these are all winning game combinations. Okay. So what we're going to do today, we're going to start in the industrial era. And the object of the game is to get monopolies and industries and corporations, all right, on a Terra map in the New World. That's what we want you to do. We want you to go to the New World, settle the New World, and you're going to get as many industries and monopolies as you can. We have a point system that we've got developed here, all right? Now, we've added this component of pollution to the game. We will be playing with apocalypse mode on. Apocalypse mode is a lot of fun, all right? The game will end once the first comet strikes the planet, okay, which requires quite a bit of pollution. So included in the point scheme here is whoever the highest polluter is will also receive points, and it'll go down from there, be ranked second, third. So we're hoping that you guys pollute.
So, what is Apocalypse Mode?
Apocalypse
what are you talking
mode
about?
is this amazing mode, all right, for Civilization 6, where you get these cool units called soothsayers who predict doom. So it's not really pollution. It's like predicting doom,
Okay.
all right?
That's a good way to put it.
They throw things into volcanoes, all right? They're able to cause horrible natural disasters. You need to use faith in order to buy them. They're super, super fun. And we want you to use the heck out of them, all right? In order to score points, though, you do need to settle onto the new continent, all right? Now, to encourage you guys to do this, we're gonna have a no rush for the first half of the game. So it's no declaring war on one another for the first half of the game. To also make it a little more complicated for you, since corporations require economics, we don't want you to just get economics right away, so we're going to have you do tech shuffle. So you're not going to know where economics is. You're going to have to go looking for it, okay? But other than that, I think we got it all covered, all right? Terra map, apocalypse mode, corporations, and tech shuffle. Get to the New World, settle it, get those monopolies. No war until after the break. But after that, gloves come off.
Why don't we figure out who's playing who?
Yeah, well, we're going to pre-choose the civilizations here for you, okay? We got a good selection. This is like, I swear, this is On Spot's hat. It's got it.
You shipped it here.
He shipped it here. I shipped him the E, he sent me back the hat, okay? So what we're going to do, I'm going to go in the order. I'm going to go Boesthius, tealful, SassyGamerLady, and PaisleyTree.
Well, you definitely mixed up Paisley and tealful.
Did I?
Yes.
Tealful?
Oh, it's in the game. I thought you were talking about...
Oh, did I?
The zoo.
Did I mess it up? Oh, interesting. It kind of looks like you messed it up. I'm going to go in the game order. Okay,
It's
the
gonna
game
just
order
whoop.
that I have here. Yeah, thanks, Moy. Okay, so here we go. Boesthius. The Boesthius with the Mosius. Okay. Hey, Moy, look who he's getting.
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, you're going to be Menlik. Okay? Yeah, Menlik. All right, there we go. Of Ethiopia. Okay. Tealful.
Oh.
That is America. Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln. All right, of America. The land of
I like that.
deep fried butter. Is that the new slogan
Sorry.
that we're going? No. Is that they're still processing that? No. Okay, it's fine. SassyGamerLady. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Ludwig of Germany. Ludwig. All right. Leaving Paisley. Oh, okay. That's going to be Victoria. Age of Steam. Jolly old
Great.
England.
So if we can get all of our players to select their respective leaders, please, right now before we get into the game, that would be fantastic. Let's pass this on to Kevin and Sean. We are playing with Apocalypse Mode, Tech Tree Shuffle, and Monopolies and Corporations. How much do you enjoy Monopolies and Corporations?
So I really enjoyed the Monopolies and Corporations game mode. I think making the products and trading them for powerful bonuses is a lot of fun. And there's definitely adds a big feel to the game where when you see all these luxuries around, you really want to go out and settle in some places you might not normally to make sure you get that one last luxury to secure the monopoly. I think that adds a lot of decisions that you don't normally make in a game, and a lot of power behind some of your settlements and some of your products, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it brings back something to the Civ series that I think was like kind of missing in Civ 5. We were talking about it yesterday, just the idea of monopolies and a sort of like economic version of
Late
great
game
work.
corporations and such.
Yeah, so it was bringing it back was sort of an exciting feature to work on.
Paisley, I just want to ask you if you can choose the blue on red, or rather red on blue logo for Victoria Age of Steam. Thank you very much.
Okay, I wasn't sure which one it was, so I was switching around.
We can all hit ready up now, and we can go into.
This is
that
white on blue. Good.
Yep.
Okay. And Ludwig baby blue. Okay. Baby blue.
And we can go right into the game. Thank you, everybody. And let's have some fun here today on Civ Game Night. Oh man, Terra Map's a little hectic. It's a little crazy. I will admit.
I love Terra Map.
It's so close, but like they want to settle the new world. So as quickly as they can, they need to get over there. Now, and also remember with industrial era, you're going to be getting more cities to open with. Okay? There's going to be more. You're going to get settlers that when they build, you're going to get builders, and I think you get 3 settlers.
I'm not too sure,
3
but
to
I guess
4?
we will
We'll
find
find out in a second.
Word of advice. Change your policies before you settle your first city.
Yes.
You will get a free builder out of your first city. Change your policies
Right
before you settle
now.
your first city.
Right now.
Right now. Right now. You will
Okay.
get a 5 charged builder.
Right now.
Learn from my mistakes.
For tomorrow.
All right, let's go
I
find
want to
where
take a look
they
at these
are.
continents.
Well, we gotta find where they are
I
first.
am. I'm going to do it by continent, though.
Well, this is the new world.
That's the new one.
All right,
Okay, very
okay.
good. Okay, good.
Here we
Good.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
I like the start there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that. I like.
Mhm.
Oh,
This is
this
great.
is
This
great.
is
These are
great.
some great starts.
Equidistance. Such an
Okay.
adult word.
Also,
Equidistance.
the city-states are
Oh wow.
pretty.
That's awesome.
Pretty good.
This is actually a fantastic Terra map.
I'm really looking forward to how you guys play this one out. Is everybody loaded in?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, you guys
I'm
can
in.
go ahead and take
I'm
your-
loading.
Okay, we still have one more loading in. You can do me a favor, Zoe, and hit score. Oh, you did hit score. I'm so sorry. You can just leave that alone and ignore me, as you normally do.
We old timers looking at this mouse and stuff. Used to the wheel, it's a little ball.
These are the lasers. There's a laser under there now. You know?
Lasers?
You don't have to replace the ball under the mouse
there's
anymore.
No ball in. Well, it used to be just a ball. Like it was in the keyboard. It was like a ball.
Okay, that's actually that is before my time. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie to you here.
Look in the middle of the mountains there. Look how
Look at this.
useful that is.
That's cute. Isn't that cute? Can you airdrop something there? Operation Dumbo Drop.
I'm sure there's maybe a specific country that may really look for that oil very intently. Not gonna say who.
Ooh, there's a nice. Yeah, this is a good spread. This is a good spread.
Let's actually look at where are the luxuries on this new world.
We got some
Okay,
delicious,
is that the
some
yeah, I guess it
delicious
is.
citrus.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we got some. Well, we don't want to say too much. You got to go find out. Okay, you know that there's some delicious citrus. That's the hint. But yeah, there's over here. This one's gonna be, I think, is very okay. No comment. But I think that's it for that one.
So let's go through some initial strategies, maybe. And I'm going to start with Boes, since we're already on Boes. I see that you are still playing as Menelik. And what are you planning here? I see you're not actually taking the turn 1 settle. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler. So what's going through your mind right now?
It was obviously, well, not obviously, I was trying to get a better settle location because the both starting settlers were off water, so we definitely would like some fresh water there. But right now I'm also trying to maximize a little bit of faith output with a little bit of luxury resources and make sure I get my faith number to go burr, because bigger number equals better person, obviously.
Now, two things. Remember,
That's how it works.
Governors, get those done first. And secondly, we're talking, all together. So you could be truthful, but you don't have to be truthful. We could see everything. We're like omnisentient here, omnipresent. You can't though. All right. So by all means, when we ask you questions, you could publicly say something. We'll know what's actually going on here if you want to throw off your opponents.
Oh yeah, I settled next to a wonder.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh my God. I totally
Wow.
missed that. I noticed people are actually researching economics right away.
That's smart.
Yeah, I got it straight
Go to the
away.
tech tree
Lucky.
real quick, Zoe, on the top left,
Yeah.
and we can see that economics, I think, is
Uh-oh.
available.
Is it right away?
Right away.
Oh, yeah!
That's just a random chance of tech
Oh,
shuffle, man.
yeah.
Sometimes it rolls your way.
The game is loving you today. All right,
Also,
fine.
don't forget to hit next turn if you've finished your turn, by the way.
Is everybody loaded in?
I'm loaded in. I'm just thinking.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
fine.
fair.
You
That's
know,
fair.
first turn.
There
I
are
don't
2
know how.
settlers to think for.
I can't do that, so I don't know what it's like.
We have a bit of a serious message that we have to portray here. We are missing Carl from the stream. So we
Why?
Why can't
Aw.
remind me?
Spam your Carls if you got them.
remembrance of Carl's vacation for this week. We have
Aw.
put him in a mug so that we may remember him forever until Monday.
That's actually where he went, onto the mug.
He went on the mug.
He
This
went
is him.
vacation
We
onto
put
the
his
mug.
soul into this mug
We got it.
right here. The junior designer. It's the reason why he's a junior designer is because he designed this mug. Thank you, Carl.
It's
Thank you, Carl.
beautiful.
Moment of silence for Carl. Okay, thank you very much.
Well, we got at least one of these cities going over here.
Okay.
Fancy city.
I went straight for it, but
Hey.
no messing
About
around.
building cities. This is what the game's about.
And since we started in the industrial era, you can go over the ocean right now. So if you take your settler
Good.
and you send your settler over the ocean unprotected, your risk. that
Yeah,
you wanna
because
choose.
there's no mechanic that lets you escort
What?
a settler, right? So just send it undefended. I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking because
You
don't
sound
have
like
a boat.
Nystagmus,
I-
okay?
Yeah. Hey, he's a smart guy. Don't throw him under the bus like that. How dare you?
Okay, how dare I? I'm not the one that loses settlers to barbarians constantly, okay?
Ow. Okay, ouch.
You do
First of
complain
all.
about barbarians a lot.
Okay.
Oh, did we just finish
It's always the
first turn?
barbarians.
I think we finished the second turn. We are, guys.
Oh, I made a fatal mistake.
Uh-oh.
No one's gonna see it though,
Critical
so
hit.
it's fine.
Friend.
Please expand, because we are now looking right at you.
I took a Pantheon before I settled a city, and the Pantheon specifically requires a city.
Oh no.
Can we look at?
And I'll give
the
you about
Pantheon?
2
Just
seconds to
highlight
guess what it
over his
is.
star on the city state on the city name.
Oh, don't
No.
say the settler.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
No. Well, that makes it all
Oh,
even because that's a really
close.
overpowered one.
I just wanted to nerf myself, actually, is what it was.
Good.
Yeah,
that
thank
was- that
you.
was
Good
very
sport,
thoughtful.
Boast.
That
Good
was very
sport.
thoughtful
Good
of you,
sport.
Very thoughtful.
If
It
they
is,
can't
you know, it's
have
the
it,
least
no
that I
one
could do.
can.
I appreciate it.
And it is like you don't normally get.
What are we
A
talking
Pantheon,
about, by the way?
right?
So, Boast took religious settlements.
Yeah.
But the requirement for religious settlements, it responds
Not like
a free
this.
settler, but it requires you to have a city in the first place because the settler comes out of the city. So not
Because
having a city.
It's a group of pilgrims that are like, we like you, but we want to make a new city, you know, and then they leave, and we're gonna call it Sparta, and we're gonna make sure that we can fight good. I don't know. That's probably how it happened. Athens was the first one, and then there was
That
a
is
religious
canon.
settlement, and he left, and there you go. That's where it got from. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, all
I'm
right,
pretty sure.
all right, right on. I want to go over to PaisleyTrees, Doctor in Training. I hear you know a lot about the industrial era, and so we're starting in the industrial era. So tell us a little bit
are.
about the industrial era.
Yeah, I mean, my dissertation is on 19th century Ottoman water infrastructure, but as you know, this is a time period where the world is really connecting through new means of transportation, communication, and that brings with it things like epidemic disease, pandemics, and new ways of commodifying things that weren't commodified before, like water in the case of the Ottomans. But it also brings along some anti-industrialists. So for Victoria, she has, the Ruskins and William Morris. But Ludwig II is also considered an anti-industrialist. He wants to go back to the pre-industrial period in aesthetics and things like that. So yeah, I think it's a very interesting time period, and it sets the stage for our world today, I think.
Because before then, like a lot of people were not working in cities, right?
Well, there's always big cities, but maybe not so large and so polluted.
I wasn't informed there was going to be learning on this live stream.
Sorry, I know it's.
Sorry, I don't want to
know.
teach. If
No, that
you're
was-
not here to learn, I'm really sorry.
It actually would be a test by the end. That's bonus
Yeah.
points.
No, that's fantastic. That was
Speaking of lovely, Ludwig, lovely Ludwig.
Lovely
Ludwig. I love me a good alliteration.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it over to Sassy and ask her what her initial strategies are for this game. Sassy, what are you planning here?
Production military.
Military.
Oh.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
no,
no.
there's
Okay.
no. I don't think horses. Right? There might be. Are there any horses you can build right now?
No, but that's not important. What
Okay.
important is I have niter.
That is, having niter is good.
Is she bluffing?
Mhm.
We'll never know.
I don't know.
We'll never
She-
know.
She could be bluffing. Oh, what if she's bluffing?
Oh, then she is playing the deception game. Rolled a 20 on deception right now.
Good reference.
Thank you.
I don't think I did because I just rolled a 1.
And let's
Hi.
go over to Tealful playing as Abraham Lincoln
Good old Abe.
Tealful.
Who I just met.
Ooh, interesting. We got our first meet.
Oh no.
What are your plans here? I like your district choice as well, but what are your plans?
My plan is to hope for the best. I'm just looking around, seeing what there is. Actually, where is the new world? Do we know where that is yet?
Do you know? Well, you gotta obey the 3 laws of scouting. Okay, you gotta build a scout. You gotta find a scout. You gotta kill a scout. Okay, you do that. You'll be
Okay.
good. Get those scouts out there, skirmishers. All right. Now, I think Abe got a revamp recently. Did Abe not? I
Abraham-
think Buttons could maybe tell us about that. Didn't Abe get a little upgrade?
Abe, did get an upgrade. Sean Buttons Wilson. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Abraham Lincoln, he did get an upgrade. We merged his base game feature with the feature he gets from across the other expansions. which means he actually gets a bonus amenity on his industrial zone, as well as all the other bonuses he had previously, to give him an extra edge with loyalty. The amenity can be used if you get really, really happy cities, to get the extra yield percentages. So Abraham Lincoln gets a nice advantage from that.
So to summarize and give like a full description of what he does, industrial zones give +2 amenities. So you mentioned the extra amenities, so he gets +2 total and +3 loyalty per turn for industrial zones. But plantations give -2 loyalty per turn, and he also receives that infamous free melee unit after constructing industrial zones and their buildings. And from what I understand, it was actually intentional that when you switch between oil and coal, that you keep getting new units. Is that correct?
Yes. So the new units don't cost any form of maintenance, as well as having +5 combat strength, and so and they'll have that through the game. So as you switch from using niter and then using oil, it'll continue to you'll see value out of that, and so you'll be able to have an extra edge of units to where if you only have 9 oil per turn and you make a whole bunch of tanks with that, you still can have some extra infantry laying around based off of your industrial zones.
Because this is a super interesting one that took everyone by storm. So Ludwig II, wonders, even if not finished, receive +2 culture for every adjacent district. This culture displayed in all the city yields, yada, 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 yada. But wonders, even if not finished, receive +2 culture. So
Sassy right now could just be placing wonders and getting +2 culture.
not that we're giving advice.
No, why?
No.
Well, we'd have to do it like
Indirectly.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this ability? Do you have any insight on this?
It takes a lot of the risk out of wonder building, you know, because a lot of times you get that, you don't get anything back unless you completely finalize the investment. So if you get it stolen at that final turn, you lose everything. But Ludwig, losing it or gaining it, they'll get that culture, which is very, very nice.
And just reminded too, watching Sassy place this industrial zone, that when you start in a later era like the industrial era, your first few districts, I believe, are 1 turns. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
while.
first districts
Yeah,
you
for a
place
bit.
have an enhanced production speed. They place almost immediately. I might need to be fact checked, but I believe it also starts with the first building.
Yeah, I was noticing that as well. I saw somebody building a bank, and I'm like, what about the market? No, the market's already built.
Yeah.
Why would you want to, like, in a game that need, like, in Monopoly mode, why are markets important?
I don't know.
Either of you can answer that question.
Well,
Or together. Go back.
great
and forth.
merchants
Merchants
are wonderful,
wonderful
for founding corporations.
founding corporations.
And you get the great merchants through the markets and such. And so using those points, you can then found your corporations over your industries to build your awesome products and international monopolies.
Okay. Moral victory point. Any of the historian players right now. Who is John Jacob Astor Heimer Smith? No, just John Jacob Astor. No,
Who?
John Jacob Astor. No, don't Google it. Do you know who this person is? He's a great merchant of some renown, I'm told.
Like I said, I do the Ottoman Empire, so no, unfortunately. Unless he's Ottoman, then I would be very embarrassed.
Okay, all right. Anyone heard of this individual, John Jacob Astor? Now you
That
can,
is
now you can look it
a
up.
hard no.
No,
I know Jack Astor's.
No.
I know you know Jack Ast, yeah, Okay, cool.
You know,
You see what I did there?
he's an American writer. Is all I know. Is
Ja-
a business magnate,
Do we need to,
real estate.
We need like Pete to come tell us who is that? He's a real estate guy. That's what he did. What?
He was the lieutenant colonel in the Space American War. Don't you know?
You-
Spanish American
oh,
War, not
oh,
space.
Oh yeah, where you get that information
Yeah, I heard
from?
space.
Yeah,
American
fun fact.
War.
Fun fact. He died on the Titanic.
Oh, that was the guy.
Yeah.
That was the one guy that died on the Titanic. Okay. Nice.
He was one of the richest people in the world at the time
Okay.
when he died on the Titanic.
Hate to interrupt you, Moy. No, I don't hate it. I see. What are these things? These are interesting. A soothsayer How did this apocalypse mode come about? Where did the idea? Because it's wild. It's such a wild idea, and it is so much fun. I know that when it started, like people were like, oh, this is so crazy, but we got right into it. Like this was a lot of fun. What can you guys tell us about apocalypse mode?
So I believe it came about during the Meier pack.
Yeah.
No, you take it away. You take it away.
Like every pack in the New Frontier Pass had like some sort of theming to it, and so the first one was the Mayan pack. I don't remember. It's sort of like a chicken and egg thing in my mind now. If like the Maya Civ came first or the apocalypse idea came first, but I think one just like led to the other, and it created a happy little marriage of destruction and death.
Wonderful. But yeah, it came about with the theming of adding the Mayans, and we thought with the Mayan calendar it could be fun to add the 2012 and let chaos ensue, which is a lot of fun. It's one of my it's a game mode I like to turn on often.
Yeah, and you mentioned something yesterday. I think was an idea that didn't ultimately end up in the game, but I think it was like an early idea about when things would start to happen, which was like Unturned in the year.
Yeah, I think that was it didn't make the cut, but I believe during the development process we did have it to where it was 2012 was when the first comets would strike, but it is on the 7th level of global warming.
What can soothsayers do? Remind us.
So soothsayers are a religious unit. You can purchase them with faith. You can send them out to areas that are points of natural disasters, such as like floodplains or volcanoes, and you can trigger their disaster, which can and you'll do it to the maximum level. So they can damage any or sometimes kill the units around them. They'll pillage or destroy the improvements around them, and they'll also add yield to the tiles. So sometimes it's actually beneficial to use soothsayers in your own areas or places where you plan on settling to get a whole bunch of yield down beforehand. And they also can be used offensively by sending them in and triggering hurricanes or massive floods to wipe out your enemy's armies in a great prophetic way. And so you can use them for various things, such as increasing the yield of the land and destroying your enemies.
Because the floods bring life, especially if you have like a great bath. Okay, if you got a great bath and a soothsayer, and you flood after flood after flood after flood after flood after flood.
You can get a lot of faith.
You can get a lot of course, it's too late for that. It's long ago. Now, one more thing though about soothsayers, I took note of. Unlike, say, like a missionary, where like you have to like go and then get rid of the heretic, they don't have any defense against anything, right?
Yeah,
like,
you have to protect them.
You
gotta make sure your soothsayers are protected and behind the front lines, and then you can send them up and trigger the big disasters.
Because if a barbarian, say, went into your soothsayer, it would kill it. Right?
We actually had a really fun game where Carl was invading one of our interns, and we had the Heroes in Legends mode on. And he had King Arthur with all of his knights coming in and invading our poor intern, who was Russia. And he had, I believe it was just 2 spearmen, a soothsayer, and a dream. And he triggered the soothsayer, which sparked a blizzard in Russia.
Yes.
Which completely eradicated King Arthur, all the knights, the entire army behind them.
That's pretty hilarious.
I'm having
flashbacks.
It was great. They tried launching a second invasion, a second hurricane. It was a fantastic moment. Everyone in QA cheered.
I want to take some time to notice if you go to the TheCivShow, no, over the right, there, over here.
What people
the
are doing?
text, the word text. Click the word text on under.
This one here?
Yeah, that one right there.
The one with the T?
Yeah, text. You notice anything that stands out to you?
Oh yeah. There's some consistency, and then there's some consistency of character.
Sassy.
What?
You're gonna call it out?
What?
Ruiner?
I don't know. I just want to know if you plan on having any investments in
In the stock market?
in
the
Germany
stock market,
soon. Yeah.
Investments? Like, what do you mean?
Investing in, I don't know, certain metals, certain manufacturing, maybe certain powders. I don't know. I just want to hear what your thoughts are in. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, being me.
She's being sassy.
She is being
She's
sassy.
being sassy, okay? And it's a strategy.
I'm really scared because I'm right next to her. I see her corners.
There's no
I'm
rush,
all
though.
about production, baby.
Mhm.
Because if I build a massive military, I don't got to worry about anything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Brings up a really good point.
I'm telling
Everyone's
you,
building
it's on
everything
brand
for me.
what she's researching, okay?
No, I'm just something stands out to me. You know, one of these things just doesn't belong here.
One of these things does not belong
Yeah,
here.
set him off.
Sassy, are you using any of Ludwig's wonder powers?
It's not high on my priority
Well,
at the
the cool
moment.
thing is you can just start building it and then go to
Leave
the
it alone.
Go, leave it alone. Who cares? It'll just get you culture. It's up to you. To each their own.
Production, military units, take over
Tealful.
in that order.
Tealful. I love the placement of New York. Absolutely beautiful over here. But I see that you have a little bit of a
Yeah, I've
barbarian
made some
problem.
friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
no.
have some good
I
friends
saw
over here.
it.
I lost one of my scouts straight up. It's very nice. Yeah.
I love this thing that I have the clicker over right now. This
Yeah.
is one of my favorite one of those things. Not to reveal too much, because I just we love stonks, right? And there's some nice stuff here. I hate when this
beautiful.
happens though, where you get the like your head, the tundra tile thing. Yeah.
Well, you try to walk around it and you walk right into it. So.
That's the way of the Zoe.
Oh no.
Tealful, we were talking a little bit before the show. I want to just know what your experience is with Civilization 6. You're a new face for us here. Just tell us a little bit about you and Civ 6.
Well, I'm not like the best Civ 6 player, but I enjoy playing it. I started out playing in the Twitch NZ tournaments that were happening. We had a couple of those that 2K ran, and I didn't do very well in them. Barbarians killed me, so this is also bringing back bad memories that I'm already fighting barbarians. But yeah, I really enjoy the game, and I have a lot of community nights with my community where we all just play and then lose track of time and never finish a game.
That's okay.
That's like the Civ story.
Like Kevin said, it's about the journey, not the destination, right? You don't need to finish every game, but if you have fun along the way, you make some pals, that's all that matters. Let's go over to Boast. We haven't talked to Boast in a
I
while.
remember Boast. Didn't he
Rockstar.
Didn't he do that Pantheon thing where he didn't settle, and then he took religious settlements?
Yeah, but look what he's doing now. I see lots of flags out and about. Boast,
Oh, I want to see this.
are you rocking in the New World yet?
Oh, I cannot confirm or deny that. It's classified information. It's on a need-to-know basis.
I gotta send a spy over to him.
Yeah.
Get that diplomatic visibility into there. I don't know where our camera guy is
I'm
going
just
here.
taking a look. You mentioned the New World. Okay. I
Okay.
wanted to see where folk are in relation to it. Okay.
Boast, I want to ask you a personal question here, if that's okay. How much do you hate the world?
It's on a day-to-day basis.
Must be a bad day today.
Well, when you're the 100%,
Yeah.
Don't worry. They're gonna find out about how to get involved in this CO2 race.
I try so hard to be subtle, guys. I try so hard.
You know what? CO2 could be anything, man.
Oh yeah, cars on two wheels.
Yeah, cars onto wheels.
That does generate CO2.
They go vroom.
That does
yeah.
generate CO2.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that. And then let's go over to Paisley and see what she's up to. She is rubbing a few coins together and building a few of her trees and workshops. I'm just gonna say it. Paisley, you're looking great over here. I see also you love sweets.
Yeah, I just wanted to get this nice tile going, but I made a huge mistake. I settled just one tile too far from a strategic resource that would have been very nice for England. Now the question is, do I settle it now or do I just go to the New World? I'm trying to figure that out.
Can you north, south, east, or west of you?
I think this one.
The horses,
Yeah.
just
One,
missed
two,
them.
three, 1, 2. Oh yeah, okay, it's just out of range.
Just out of range.
Whoops.
Not gonna give you advice because I don't want to give you the wrong advice.
Yeah, I know I'm probably gonna die. And what is it? How much time do we have? 30 minutes before the war start?
Cannot confirm or nor deny when that will happen or if that will happen.
But you will get a denouncement notice, you know.
In about 10-ish minutes,
yeah.
you'll
Oh,
get a
great.
denouncement
Denouncement
notice.
notice.
You'll get a written letter.
You know, denouncements can happen.
Yeah.
They need a Canada mode where everybody that you can't go to war, you got to denounce first.
I was just about to
I
ask
am
that. Do you
from
wanna make
Canada,
a
so
house
maybe
rule?
that applies.
Yeah, that's pretty much. We're all Canada today. Okay.
Especially
You can
me.
denounce now though, in anticipation. That's
Oh
fine.
no way! I'm not stirring any horses.
Well, sometimes you don't have to stir. Just you're in the thick of it. So
I like this.
I love.
I like
that.
this.
I love that.
I just don't like that.
What's this, Sean?
So I was wondering what continent that island is. If
Yeah, I was wondering that as well.
I was just
Actually,
thinking on that.
it is the new.
The New
New
World.
something.
It is.
And look, there's something tasty there. So
And yeah, it's the New World.
Fun fact: ocean luxuries are all over the world.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're the
They
Worst.
don't belong
worst.
to a continent.
they're global.
Yeah, so you'll
Okay.
see those everywhere.
Okay. This is I like this particular. It's just there's so much utility in because it's
There's the campus right there.
I know this
Oh,
what
man.
like right here. If I
That is
well,
a great.
Yeah.
that would be
spot.
great. That would be fantastic. But yeah, the mysterious luxury resource that we're talking about just has so many awesome features that, and plus on top of it, happiness. And I always like any yield that just looks like this, like with a cluster of deliciousness, a little bit of everything, you know.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, right on.
Noggin.
Yeah, boop. Yeah.
Word.
Cowabunga. yeah. Subtle. You got to be subtle.
Gotta be subtle. Since we're on Paisley, I want to get to know you a little bit more. Who is your favorite civilization and why?
It is Persia. I love the new Nader Shah. It's really close to the time period I study, and it was unexpected to see such a late Persian civ. We don't really think about Persia in the 17 or 1800s. So just historically, I love it, and it's fun to play. I think.
I like Nader Shah. Very fun.
It is a very fun civ to play. And then our other new member, Tealful, I want to ask her also what her favorite civilization is.
Ooh. I think I would say Egypt because that was the first one I played. So for nostalgic reasons, I like that one. And making trade routes.
So now there's 3 Egypts. Which
Oh,
one?
I'm not sure which one I started with.
I'm guessing
You
Cleopatra.
said trade routes, so that sounds like Cleopatra.
Cleopatra?
Yep, Cleopatra. Yep, that was it.
I swear, were someone gonna add something? I heard a.
So going back to the Persia with Nader Shah, we one of the goals of why we picked them as a leader was to show that later age Persia, that it wasn't just that way back ancient Persia. Persia has had a very significant impact on history throughout many ages. And so we picked that one of the goals for why the designers picked that leader was to show that. And so it's actually really cool that that was brought up, because that means we achieved that goal, which is very, very, very cool.
You did it. I like that we're seeing these going off.
We are.
I love the artwork for volcanoes. It is like such an
pretty
awesome
glorious.
feature to just seeing it going off, like, oh, like, look at that. It's everywhere. Everything's on fire.
But I bet you, if you lived 2 tiles to the west, you
wouldn't like
you
it.
wouldn't be saying
No.
that those
I'm
words.
sorry, I was just curious on how it worked.
No, everyone should be doing what you're doing.
You're doing more of it. Keep
Not only
doing
more
it.
of it, you're doing it in a passive-aggressive sort of way. Okay, you know, it's indirect. It's an indirect.
I'm not trying to
incidental.
make an enemy.
For liability reasons, it's the volcano that killed you, not us.
That's true. I'm gonna go over to Sassy, even though I do know this answer. But what is your favorite civilization, Sassy, and why?
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe Horse Lady?
Who's First Lady? Who's that?
Tamiris? Because I can produce lots of faith, lots of gold, lots of horses, and destroy everything before me.
Remember that time at CIV where she totally destroyed
Van Bradley?
Van Bradley?
Yeah.
And all it would have taken is like one bold attack, and she would have like taken his capital. That was beautiful. And she was on my team. It was so violent.
If you take a look at Munich, Zoe,
Yeah.
I'm
Never
loving
again.
it.
I like
I'm
that.
loving it.
I like that.
No mercy anymore after that. I learned some lessons that day.
They
No
were
mercy.
lessons. They were lessons. This is, yeah.
Yeah, loving what you're doing in Munich here, Sassy. It's we got the full support of the panel desk here.
That's one of my favorite wonders.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Can
that's one of my
you,
favorite wonders.
in a non-revealing way, because
Good luck.
this wonder, it's so incredible. Like, but like also kind of, I don't know, when I first read it, I thought it was only that city, for instance, that it did that. It's like, no.
Yeah, that's what I
all
thought
of them.
too.
All of them. Okay, anything that doubles anything is a big deal, right?
Like, double potatoes when you take them out.
Yeah, it's like pulling out every time you pull out one, you're pulling out two.
Yeah,
magically.
everywhere in your empire.
Everywhere.
I love potatoes.
Do you guys know what went into that wonder in particular, like choosing its ability and its game mechanic?
That one I'm going to pass to you. I was not in any of that decision making.
Yeah, I was going to pass it to you. Because I wasn't a part of that PlayStation.
Don't worry, I
Take
can take this on. I want to ask our last guest here, Boes, your favorite civilization before we head over to break here.
Oh, to play or just like in general?
In general.
In general, I mean, I'm a conservationist, so I do love me a good Teddy Roosevelt. But when it comes to gameplay, I'm very fond of 𝐓𝐡𝐞. I do believe that he is probably one of the weirdest and more creative civs in a very long time, and I think it's a really, really fun civ to play. That is China, by the way, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 of China.
Awesome. Thank you, Boes. We're going to be taking a quick commercial break. Get your denouncements ready. There might be some warfare after this. Watch out. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm PaisleyTrees, and I am an avid Civ watcher and an occasional Civ streamer. My partner, Dr. Crow, and I are both historians in training, so you can find videos of us talking about history while playing Civ at youtube.com/Paisley_trees. Hope you enjoy the show.
SassyGamerLady here. Hi everyone. Just to let you know, my name is obviously SassyGamerLady. If you're looking for a cool place to come hang out, check out some corgis, play some games, have a great, wonderful place to just kind of chat, chill, come check out my channel over on Twitch, Tuesday and Thursdays at 7:30 at night. Hopefully see you there. Bye.
This is Dave. Dave stands for, well, Dave. But more importantly, Dave is Boesthius' best friend. Dave has been working awful hard at trying to reach his goal of hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, but he could use your help. From winning games without meeting anyone in the entire game, to gaining over 1,000 combat strength, not settling a single city as China, winning on turn 38 as Trajan, to building every single wonder in Civ 6 on Deity, he's always there in the background. Won't you help him out and subscribe to Boest on YouTube to reach his goal? He's 70% of the way there. Won't you do it for Dave?
Welcome back to Civ Game Night, and it is time. Oh, I thought you were gonna say
For war?
Yeah.
Time for war?
Time for war.
Wartime?
It's time.
Wartime.
For war.
Oh, okay, I see.
You don't get it?
No, like in rehearsal.
It's time for war.
Sword time, wartime. These are war times?
You're confusing me.
Yeah, these are war times. It's time for war. It's the same thing, Moy.
We are going to go back into this game where it is getting a little bit tense. We see some things that I can't say out loud, but we can definitely show you as things are heating up here. We're going to unpause this game, folks, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
But you can show how it's getting pretty intense.
There's some tenseness perhaps here, right? But also when we look at the New World, there's some interesting developments over here in the New World, as it looks like you guys are starting to settle it.
Woo! Let's give a little bit of a recap here
Yeah.
for those who are just joining us. We have PaisleyTrees playing Age of Steam Victoria. We have SassyGamerLady playing Germany, Ludwig II. We have tealful playing Abraham Lincoln on America. And we have the rock star Boesthius playing Ethiopia over here. The objective of the game, pollute the world, collect monopolies.
Pollute the world, collect monopolies. You got it.
Pollute the world, collect monopolies. We can see some of the CO2 levels here. Pollute the world, get monopolies.
Yeah.
We have apocalypse mode on, we have tech and civic tree shuffle, and we have monopolies and corporations on. Pollute the world, get monopolies.
Wait, so
okay?
what are we supposed to do again?
I feel like I'm on like
Does your left arm hurt?
I have one memory cell left, and this is all I remember.
Okay. You know, do you have your Care Bear stare on right now under there? It might be that's what it is. It's itching to come out. Slowly. You can be slow about it.
I'll let him out. You can
air.
No.
Give him some air.
I'll give him some air. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll give him some air.
I
Whatever
You
saw
can,
something.
take over here as I do that.
Okay. I like that I see the soothsayers coming out. And, you know, soothsayers can do some good. You know, talking about floods and stuff, that can create fertility in your empire.
Didn't you guys mention the W word?
I've been declared on.
Oh, we have a war. We have a war.
Oh,
And
no.
Carl Berrien came out to play today.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
The soothsayer.
Everything's
Oh,
dying.
baby. And we have our first war declared. What do we have actually? I don't know what happened.
Oh, it was apparently
Well, actually,
SassyGamerLady.
I'm just letting everyone know right now that if I see a unit in my ocean, I will destroy it.
In my ocean?
In my ocean.
My ocean.
That is a very bold declaration.
Wow.
Oh no.
That is some sass from Sassy.
Oh, she's raising sass now.
Very on brand. Did you just declare war on like everybody, Sassy?
Well, one person for now. Now, if I see anyone else in my ocean, then
No.
you're gonna die too.
I was
I'm
running
fair.
away from the barbs. They're coming for me.
That's okay. I took care of it for you, so you didn't have to worry about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Frankly, Sassy, I think it's unfair that you declared war on one person. I really believe that, share the love. I'm a believer in share the love. And I think a little bit more love needs to be shared around the world from you, Sassy. At some point, maybe not right now, that's totally fine, but at some point, everybody needs a little bit of Sassy love.
I think she was very, very
Aw,
specific
don't worry.
about where
I'll-
the
I'll-
angst
I'll
is.
spread that W to everyone.
Big W. Capital W.
Capital W. Exactly.
We do have some settlements now.
Okay.
Oh yeah!
Okay.
Go!
And
Somebody. Oh,
some people
are settling the new world. We like seeing the. Okay. All right. This game is going.
Okay, this got real. We have four very distinct, I feel, strategies.
Yeah.
Everyone's going somewhere else with their game. Don't want to reveal too much again, but things are getting pretty spicy.
It's a little bit spicy. I love when folk are brave, and they're like, "I'm just gonna send my settler out to scout." That's really brave.
Not talking about anyone specific.
No one in particular. The unescorted settler is the bravest unit of all.
Oh yeah, and I forgot I'm at war too.
Oh wait,
Sometimes
you
you
mean
just
there's
have to
a
be a
settler near
little
me
greedy.
that I need to go take? You mean a lemon cheesecake? I love lemon cheesecake.
Yes, lemon cheesecake. That's the
Is that
phrase.
code word for something?
That's code word. Lemon cheesecake is the taking over a settler.
Oh.
All right, it's lemon cheesecake. Okay, it's a little sour, but it's also so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I'll take that. I'm gonna take that.
It was the first. I was
I
streaming
heard that one either.
Civ, and someone in my chat was like, "Oh, I really love lemon cheesecake," and I'm like, "Did you bring enough for everybody?" And they're like, "No," and I'm like, "That's a fail." So we started calling settlers that had no one protecting them lemon cheesecakes for that reason.
So remember too, if you need to know where the continents are, you can use the lens and take a look. All right, so Oceania is the home continent, along with Laurasia, and the continent we want to get to is Antarctica. This is before the freeze. This is what brought the freeze about, by the way, is all of this pollution, and when the comet hit, that's when the world will freeze. But this is what it looked like long ago. I thought that was really interesting, looking at continent names, that's what they did. It was very, like, they took continents from history.
Who's they?
That's Fraxis.
Oh.
Fraxis.
Wow.
It's like we're here.
It's like we have
Them.
Yeah.
Them.
They have.
that we can ask instead of assuming.
Oh, well, fine.
We
Tell
have
us about
a-
What
those
you did there,
continent names.
Paisley.
So for continents, I believe we took existing names, and did we make any up? Do we have any made up continent names?
We may, but I think we do a pretty good deal of research to get a list of like any possible name we could throw into the game.
This is both past and future.
Yeah. One thing about naming the landscapes that have always been one of my favorite features is the first to discover a landscape, like a feature of the landscape, such as a mountain range or a river or a lake. It'll be named after the culture that, or the nation that finds it. So if England finds a lake, it'll be named after a lake in England, or if America finds a river, it'll be named after something like the Mississippi, which I think is very, very cool.
We have a vote
like
on the
disappointment.
screen. We're just going to quickly go for it. Population.
Spectator.
Spectator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Good luck in your votes. I hear silence, so everybody is trying to
I love that.
silently voting very secretly.
You gotta think when we got a timer on.
That's
Yeah.
not what the silence is from. When war starts, everyone stops talking for a moment because you have to focus.
That's true. Boesthius looks absolutely focused right now. He's locked in. He's got his pro gamer headset on. Boast, buddy. You're looking great. Oh, you put down a couple of districts. Oh, we're just looking at you right now. And
that's fine.
I see you left a goody hut alone. Can I ask why?
Because I don't want a settler to scout and take a goody hut.
The settler has a mission to settle the new world, Moy. It's sort of the purpose of the game.
Okay.
Today, at least.
All right.
He can go
Also,
and get
what's
it.
it going to give me? Like 20 gold?
Hey, man. How dare you? People work hard on that. Let's go.
Them.
Let's go over to tealful. We see that making progress, making steady progress here.
Slowly but surely.
But surely, exactly.
I hope.
Maybe.
Oh, thanks for that settler.
Oh no!
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Where?
Oh, right here, right there.
Yeah.
Go back.
Oh.
Sorry.
Lemon cheesecake.
Lemon cheesecake. Sassy owns the seas. Has she done that really cool thing yet? Oh, so
Okay,
close.
so it's close. Like I said, tealful is making progress over to the objective. I also noticed that tealful, you are getting maybe a little bit bullied in terms of settlements. Someone's settling really, really close to you.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
My borders are not my own, apparently.
I'm not saying you should do anything about it, but I may indirectly say maybe
Do something about it?
do something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me.
I don't know. Well, how about we make you a little bit more determined? We have these things called moral victories here. Zoe is the master of giving out moral victories. Do you have any for?
I have one. It's called the Fall of Liverpool. And if that happens, I think that's worthy of a moral victory, because that'd be a nice distraction too. Like, because I hope this works out for you, your settler there. You are going.
What
into the
settler?
hornet's
There's no
nest.
settler.
It's on the other side of the world, Sassy. You're not gonna find it.
Yeah, this is no worries, Sassy. Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah, oh yeah, there's nothing going in the ocean.
What's
right now.
going on?
Nothing.
I need to go to war with somebody else.
No,
Somebody say W?
No. I don't know. No. I'll take the L.
Moral victory for you, tealful. If you can either raise or take over Liverpool, we would call you a moral victor.
They'll get a moral.
All right.
Up to you if you want
Challenge
to take it on.
accepted.
Yeah, on the
Do you
CIV show,
need
moral.
some assistance, Tealful? Do you want me to go ravage Bo's lands? Because I can do that.
What did
Yes,
I?
please do that.
I'm not in
Please
Liverpool.
leave me alone.
Oh, I know
What
it's
did
called.
I
It's called
do?
Nightman, and it's called CIV, and it's called I Don't Forget.
I'm not Liverpool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
Oh, look at that! I got a wonder. Ooh, I get to build 2 frigates at once. Awesome.
Forget about
Wow.
it.
Where's Potato?
I'm working hard on trying to get my pollution going.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what we
Okay. All right. Hopefully we're gonna be getting into phase 2.
It should be soon.
Yeah,
Maybe
very
it should
soon.
be
It's 2 out of 3 right now, so we're getting there.
You know, ever since we mentioned the moral victory for tealful, I noticed someone got really silent. Paisley. First of all,
Playing a peaceful game over here.
first of all, apologize for having you be the target of that moral victory. But really, I don't really mean that apology, so I'm just kind of saying it.
I'm not that close. There's like 2 whole hexagons between us.
One
Wow,
more
it's
and
Not
you're
like,
done.
not like her back is to the sea.
2 whole hexagons.
2 whole hexes of peace.
That's like 1 turn
I
of
had
movement.
to get the horse, remember? I needed the horse. It was not an
It was
act of
okay. Manifest
declaration.
destiny. That's manifest destiny. They needed the horse. They
Yeah.
got the horse.
I think maybe Liverpool can be renamed to I needed the horse. Yeah.
Something like that.
Maybe I need to get all of the maze.
You can have the maze. You can have those. I swear, I just wanted the horse.
That's what they all say, Paisley. I've heard that excuse before.
They all say horse. I love it. This is a nice little new world going over to Ludwig. I love it.
Well,
But
force the issue.
on the other side, does look like Ethiopia is getting into this settling. So,
No, that ain't me.
yeah. How many city-states are over here? 4? Okay.
So here's the pot.
Yeah. You're just stirring it.
You're stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot.
It's bees.
Bees? Got a big ladle.
Bees?
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 I'm hitting the hornet's nest.
Okay.
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 With my sword.
Okay. Okay. Interesting choice here in yes.
Yeah,
That exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna see where she's.
Near
Oh,
the
here's
start. The flood begins.
All right. This is public information. I'm just gonna say it. Did anybody notice a particular wonder that was built in, or maybe should retaliate in any sort of way? I don't know. I hear a laugh.
There was a giggle.
There was a giggle.
Venetian Arsenal. Yeah, I saw that.
By
I have no resources to retaliate.
There.
Oh no!
You-
Wait, where did you come from? Are you
Oh! Vindication!
Heidelberg?
Vindication!
Wow.
Look at this.
Wow.
Beautiful. Well done, Paisley.
What did we say that was? A lemon cheesecake?
Lemon
Or-
cheesecake.
Lemon cheesecake.
Beautiful lemon cheesecake. Paisley.
Oh, that was my own settler too. Great.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you took it back.
Taking it back.
Paisley, you don't have the resources to take it on, but there's a little bit of diplomacy that you can play here. There's 2 other players that you can team up with to take on a clear.
What? Clear what, Moy?
Does anyone want to
A
help
clear
me?
bully?
Clear bully.
Oh my
I was gonna say
I haven't
it.
met you yet.
Oh,
know,
some of you
where are
haven't
you?
met yet? Economics is on the field now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're seeing some economics. Well, no, not from that person in particular, because that was what they were researching right from the
Well, look what other people went afterwards.
that they have
Okay?
economics.
Yeah,
I don't know if
no, these ones do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they're saying the same thing.
It's on the field.
Yes.
That's all I'm trying to say. But why are you going to argue with me? It's on the field.
You're just so arguable.
How's the great merchants looking?
Ooh,
Do
that's
we
a
have any
excellent
great
question.
merchants coming up?
John Jacob.
Soon.
Oh.
John
See
Jacob.
them soon. And this is public information.
Yeah,
Everybody
anyone
see
can
this.
look. The race is very close here.
Ooh, we see some projects being done.
Yeah, when you see a big
Yeah.
number like that, you know that there's some projects.
Yeah.
Tell us about projects. How do those work?
So projects are something where you can dedicate the production in your city to focus on a district, and it'll convert a percentage of that production into the associable yield, and to when you finish the production, it'll give you a huge burst of great person points towards that associable great person, such as
Oh, you
if you
got
run a
ship.
market or a commercial hub project, you'll get a bunch of gold and you'll get a bunch of great merchant points.
This is a great strategy, by the way.
Yes.
And also very
Wonderful
good to get your
strategy.
religion really quickly.
Yes.
Do those holy site prayers.
Especially late game when you're really trying to focus like great scientists and such to get the any science victories. I'll always be hard focusing on the great engineers and the great scientists with projects.
Kevin, do you know what goes into choosing the great people? Like who to choose and then like what ability to give them?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to how we pick our civs, in that like we want to look at like the whole picture of who's already in the game, kind of across all of real human history. Like who do we have covered? Where are there pockets that may be missing? Where there maybe in previous civ games where there might have been a favorite that has been a little absent that we can bring back. So all of those things kind of factor into any moment where we say like we want to add in some new great people. In terms of their abilities, I think it's just looking at that person and trying to figure out something that thematically fits with their accomplishments and their life, and at the same time trying to like add something that's fun for the game, but it kind of gives you that feel that you have this person as part of your civilization, contributing to accomplishments.
Is Sid Meier ever going to become a great person?
He already is in our hearts, in our minds, and probably not for Civ 6. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I think we always joke about that. We always joke about bringing back the Sid like leaders and having him appear here and there.
I think the computer should be a relic. The SID
The
computer should be
first
a
computer
modern.
that
It should be a modern relic.
Yeah.
Okay, the SID computer.
Yeah.
I love the evolution of the great people because like even like from Civ 1 it was like you would take up yields and it could change like into a a scientist or whatever, and that evolved into great people as they went, and using them as charges. I think that was like more like getting into Civ 4 and like Civ Revolution, using them to like one off. I love the evolution that they've gone through from the beginning.
We have Mr.
Jacob!
Titanic Man
Jacob!
claimed by Boes. Congratulations, Boes, on the great merchant.
Now we got this John Spilsbury.
John Spilsbury.
Do you know a lot about John Spilsbury?
I know
Do it.
so much.
Only if our
know
guests don't know.
so much.
Anyone know who John Spilsbury is off the top of their head?
Tealful, you decided to go to war with me?
What?
Yay!
I don't mean.
Go, Tealful, go!
Someone's coming to my help.
Nice. You're my boy Blue.
Doing my best. I
Is it
won't.
a
I won't
naval
win,
war?
but
Or is it a land war?
Oh man.
there's a naval war. We happen to meet in the middle of the ocean somewhere.
Oh, does that mean
These things happen.
Yay!
Level 2.
Level 2 climate.
Climate Accords. Can I finally
Yeah,
say
I want to know more. Go for it.
more about that guy?
Yeah, what's his name again?
His name is John Spilsbury.
Spilsbury. Cool.
He was an English cobbler. He loved to mess around with those shoes.
Okay.
And he also brought the Baptist Church to London in 1638.
That's like very, very specific. So he was like he made shoes. Did he make toys?
I don't know if he necessarily made toys.
Well, he makes
but
toys
he made
here.
a lot of shoes.
Okay.
A lot. You know
You
who
know,
uses
back in the-
toys
Who?
or shoes for toys? Dogs.
Dogs. Okay,
So-
fair enough. I think
There
though
you go.
maybe in the industrial like during the industrial era, maybe shoes were like toys because they didn't have good toys yet. Yeah. So
didn't
kids
have
used to play with the
Good
that's
shoes.
Yeah, that sounds like a historical possibility.
Oh, actually, I'm so sorry. I have the other John Spilsbury in my mind.
So many.
This one actually invented the jigsaw puzzle.
That's a toy.
That is a toy.
That is a toy.
There you
Help me, I
go.
need
I'm
this.
so sorry.
There's a lot of
Totally mixed them
Spilsbury out there. It's okay, Moy.
Shoes, jigsaw puzzles,
Yeah.
same thing.
We all
Same.
knew.
Really.
We were just. It was a test. It was just a test.
Something may or may have not just been placed down on the map. I just want to say that.
Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
Something.
It involves gold.
Gold.
How many?
Wow. We know who this guy is. Adam Smith.
All right. Okay, Mr. Confident. Who's Adam Smith?
I think that like our industrial era specialist could probably tell us because that's like a pretty important person, right?
No, don't make me talk about economics.
Oh
Okay.
gosh, he's like, please no.
Adam Smith is the father of modern capitalism. He wrote The Wealth of Nations, and if you look at like his teachings in there, there's actually some really forward-thinking economic theory that I don't think the modern corporation is perhaps exercising properly. Okay, because he had like 3 basic rules, right? You want to have for an economy, you want to have you got to have your product or value that you're delivering, but people was important too, and profit.
Sorry.
Okay, so value, people, profit, these were all important, but you had to use all of them, not just profit, Moy. It's not just about the money. Okay?
So how do you think they'd be at founding a monopoly?
Oh. Well, I think Adam Smith would want that there's competition. And
There's competition.
Not monopolies. You got to break those up.
He was a key figure, by the way.
Oh, you got some information suddenly. from somewhere.
My brain, the way my brain works, man, it comes in one ear and then it just stays in here. So he was actually a key figure in the Scottish Enlightenment. What kind of key figure? My brain hasn't accessed that storage of information yet.
It's beaming in from
So
Canada.
it's still processing.
Scottish.
Go to your mind palace.
Okay. In Edinburgh?
No, Glasgow.
Glasgow?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it was 50-50 chance. Those are the two ones that most people know.
Let's go back into the game
no.
here.
Oh, no.
There's some,
Oh no!
there's
Barbarian scum!
Carl's about to start his own monopoly.
Yeah. Carl Barian took someone's settler.
Oh, Carl.
I lost the naval war.
Oh no.
Whoa,
Sorry.
no. The naval war is
But
tough.
but was I starting war or was I making a distraction?
You were very much a distraction. You split my resources for a second.
For a second.
Yep.
So she got
And I
to
let
actually
Paisley and I
get
through.
me. You
Wait,
helped
did
her
Paisley
out.
get through?
Did
you
I
get
made
free
one
Paisley?
settlement. Thank you.
Hey.
One fighter got
But-
through. Use the force.
I am also losing settlers to barbs, which is not fun.
That's such a nystagmus. You guys should have built a boat.
Should have built the boat.
Yeah.
Or no,
should've
that
built a boat.
should have built the boat when the barbarians take you over. I forgot to put the fog lights in, maybe.
Yay,
Was that-
golden age. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
I wonder what I'm going to do. Oh, 2 arms. That sounds wonderful.
Oh, we're in a new age? We're in a new age.
We're in a new age.
We're in the modern era.
3 arms?
Are we?
What about 4
How's there
arms?
pollution?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Update
One
here.
of those.
Ethiopia leading the way in pollution with 550. Second place, we have America with 200. Third place, we have
Let's go.
Victoria Age of Steam with 100. And Sassy, you need to get some coal boats into the
Coal
ocean.
boats.
Yeah, I
Make
need to get to
pollution.
coal.
Ironclads, battleships.
I got to get to coal first.
And Sass, you can just spend that faith, grab a couple soothsayers, and weaponize them very quickly if you like.
That's a good idea. I didn't even
Well,
think about that.
Sass. Raising Sass, we gotta work together.
I know.
Secretly. Don't tell anybody. It's a big secret. Oh, there's some barbs raiding over here. I love when the barb camps go unchecked.
It's okay. I bought the best unit in the entire game. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
City name,
definitely
please.
meant to buy
Where?
it.
Well, yeah, what's the best unit in the game that's totally
That
objective?
at
one
my
right
capital.
there. The unique unit in the capital.
Unique New
I
York.
definitely bought on purpose.
This
for
one
sure.
here.
Yeah.
Mm.
That he spent faith on instead of buying a soothsayer. He
Why would
bought a knee hang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have really high APM, but that doesn't mean it's accurate.
Oh, I understand.
Sometimes I click things.
Boast,
a
what
little
does
too
the knee hang do? From what I understand, it's an anti-cavalry unit with curved swords, and it has a unique promotion tree.
Okay, like a Kopesh, a scimitar.
Well, a curved sword, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Curved sword.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That's actually all I know.
So the Nihang are a unique unit from the Lahore, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Lahore.
Lahore, thank you.
Really
City-state. And it's a unit you can purchase with faith. It does have a unique promotion tree. And its combat strength scales based off of how many or what level military building you have in your encampment. And so as you continue to upgrade your encampments, the Nihang will scale in combat strength. And they stay relevant throughout the game.
Can we address the groans and moans?
Bose, I just
I
want
was
to
just
say
thinking- I
I'm
was thinking that.
struggling here,
That was,
and
Oh,
you're
no.
currently in the lead. Just want to
Here, I
pull
have
on your
something for you.
heartstrings. No, don't take it. Oh,
Where
oh,
is
thank you.
I sent something.
Oh, there's a deal going on.
Where is the deals? Do I just click your face?
Ooh,
Yeah.
look
Yeah,
on
you
the-
can click
look at
my
the city
face
on the
or the
desert
little
island.
icon on the side.
This one here. Oh.
No, go down. Yeah,
Oh.
look.
Oh. Oh, what's
Wait,
this? We got
Where's
some-
the deal?
got some floods.
The deal, if you look on the right circles, you'll see like a little podium. If you just kind of left click through all of them,
podium.
eventually you'll find
No, to the
proposed
Oh,
deals.
you declared a war though. No,
to the
that
left.
was,
I
that
didn't.
was the old
where
one.
the city
That
settled
was the
just
old
a little
one.
bit. It's in
Oh,
the
thank
borders.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew.
First-
I
Yeah,
didn't
there
even
it is.
get
That's
the
our
word
first one.
declaration.
I have another one too. I have another one too for you. Oh, it might not go through.
That's
Until the next.
amazing. I got it.
I am a benevolent.
Oh, we have
Leader.
Yeah.
We have two.
we have no. Okay, we have our first corporation.
Oh, it is. It's a corp.
That's what I was.
It's a
That's what I
corp.
was saying.
It's Fur Corp. It's like the Hudson
Fur
Bay
Corp.
Company.
That was okay. I'll say
Furs,
it's not
Furs
the first corporation.
Is that what it's called? Or can we?
It's
It
not
should
the
may or may
first.
not.
It's not
No,
the first.
it's
I know we have a couple of industries, but that's the
No.
first corporation I know. Okay, we're gonna have to look in Bose's land. He's yelling at me right here.
That's what I was.
an
That's what I was.
industry.
Sorry, I have to say it.
That's not it.
But is it in the? We don't care about ones over here.
That's a corporation.
yeah, but
Oh,
that is diamonds. It's
okay.
old world.
Yeah.
That's so old world.
It's got to be in the new world.
New world.
Corp,
Oh
new
yeah, it has to be
world.
the new world. That's right. You're right. I lied.
Recap.
We kind of know. We kind of
Pollute the world.
Yep.
Make monopolies
In the new world. Yeah, yeah.
We'll just pretend that one doesn't exist.
Oh, we got coastal flag too.
I like this.
Wow.
Oh, if only there were religions.
Oh wow.
That would be a nice. I'm not gonna say that barbarians are building a massive navy, but man, those barbarians they like to build a
Basically.
massive navy.
They're kind of stuck
They
in.
stole my settler just
I
before I
saw
stepped my first foot on the new world. And they're like, yeah, no, we'll be
here.
taking that.
No. Where is it? Oh, right there. No.
It's gone.
Oh no! If I could yank go into the game and that's not fair.
Just remember the moral victory, Tealful. The moral victory.
But I just helped Paisley get across, and then I get destroyed. This is not how karma works.
If it makes you feel better, there's like no luxuries where you were going.
Shout out to Carl, who's been.
I just wanted to step foot on the new world, at least.
Shout out to Carl, who's been on an absolute tear, just taking all of these settlers.
Yeah.
The Carl Barian's out at full force. Good job, buddy.
I like that there's all these free settlers out there too now for people
Yeah.
to take over. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
They're the brave ones. They're the brave ones that went forth, and now we can capture them. Be cool if when you capture settler, you could like return it.
Can you?
I don't think you can.
Let's pass it over.
You can't return.
Can you
a
return
settler.
a settler if you take it?
You cannot return or trade units.
Yeah.
So the way you would have to give it back is you'd have to have, so you capture a settler from a barbarian, and then you'd bring it to their borders, and then they would have, the person you're trading it with would have to declare war on you, capture it, and then you make peace. There is no way to trade units.
Okay. Sorry, bit of a
Well,
tickle in the
the
throat
way
there.
I guess indirectly is take it back, be okay. Oh, you're gonna declare war. That's fine. Here it is.
Yeah,
You get it, and there you go.
is literally what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a recap. That's what you do sometimes.
Okay. Do I?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
What was that? Oh, I lost my city.
Stay out of Valletta.
Okay, if
Oh,
It's
Oh.
fine.
Valletta. Yeah.
Oh.
Valletta. Valletta's like I think a useful until you get steel, right? Or not steel? Is it steel? Yeah, steel
I
gives you
think
the
they
wall.
actually do. They start with no. I don't think they start with steel, but they start with medieval walls, I believe. No,
Yeah,
ancient walls.
ancient walls.
Okay. At least you get something.
Nice.
Ooh, Germany and England really close to each other with a couple of settlers. Is there a conflict there?
Aren't they at war?
is the original conflict.
Oh yeah, you can see them firing back and forth there.
Yeah, we could. There's some war going on here.
Yeah, Sassy looks super focused. She's got. Oh, she's
Bring
ready.
it.
Look, she's got her hand up, ready to drop the hammer. Ready
Nice,
to drop the
nice.
hammer.
I don't know if I can make it. I'll try. I'll try to make it over there.
I don't. It's okay. I've accepted my fate.
You are my ally.
Hey, you got a navy. Who's got a navy? Look at this navy. Woo!
That's too.
Get on in
Tealful's
there.
navy. Sorry. I love it. Tealful, love that navy. I love that navy.
Thanks.
You're representing the ancient world.
I have barbarians attacking my base now too. I think they have a personal vendetta against me.
This is like
Oh, in the hurricane.
and barbarian.
This is great. I'm loving it. It's so good.
They're over here.
Glad you're being a good sport about this, tealful.
Yeah.
Remember the moral victory, though.
Moral victory.
The moral victory.
I couldn't.
Okay. Do you need a different moral victory? Okay, we'll come back to you maybe with a different moral victory.
I like
Alright,
that.
I'll take a different one.
Okay. Okay. Well, I love these quadrants are great. I think if you can get like a city in the New World, that'd be pretty good.
That's a good one.
That'd be pretty good.
That's
Don't put
tough.
salt on the wound.
That's tough too, but that you gotta work for it. That's the thing. You gotta work for this moral victory. So get one city in the New
trying.
World.
England
I'll
is.
do my best.
Oh, you're gonna do great. England is, I think, fully industrialized now. I think I just saw that a certain tech got acquired, which is woo.
Yes.
I haven't built them yet, but woo.
Yes.
What did I do?
I'm
England.
You're
What did I do?
industrializing. That's all. That's all. Just commenting on the industrializing.
I think that unlocks factories.
Yes.
The age
Yes.
of steam is upon us.
The age of steam is here. This happens a lot. I've been finding that I think that was from the beginning, and it's been wreaking havoc. So you can stop barbarians by taking out their encampment. I found out.
Really?
Yeah.
You can kill the encampment?
If you kill the encampment, the barbarians can't come out of
How
it
do you
anymore.
do that?
You have to move a unit into
You
it.
have to move a unit
Yeah.
into there.
Into it. That's it.
Or own the tile.
You can buy the tile.
buy the
That's
tile, too.
the coward's way, I think, though.
I disagree with you entirely.
It's pretty satisfying when you buy a barbarian tile and they're like, and you get a bunch of gold.
Absolutely.
However, then it spawns even more units that way. When you buy
You
the
just gave it
tile,
gold.
it spawns extra units.
You just bought their home, essentially.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they just got all these resources and they remilitarize, and then they're gonna take you over again, or at least try to.
I love it. Oh, of course, because he wants to pollute. Okay, I'm like, look at this. This is actually nice. He's getting some faith here. I like that. Let's take a look at these yields. Saving it up.
Speaking of yields, let's take a recap on how many industries and corporations that we have in the world. So let's take a look at everybody's land, because it is a little bit hard to count. So we see Ethiopia on the New World, and this is the New World, has one industry so far in the New World. We're taking a looking at England over here. England has one corporation. One corporation. And we have Germany over here, kind of doing their own thing.
They're doing their own thing. They can get some ivory easily enough once they're ready.
Yeah.
Once they're ready.
They can get an industry of ivory. They can get. I see they have also some citrus.
Yeah.
North of Cologne in the other city that is a word I can't pronounce. Heidelberg. Heidelberg. Yeah. Heidelberg.
Bless you.
Bless you.
This naval war, I love that England's really putting up a fight. We got the sea dogs in here.
Yeah, the sea dogs are absolutely obnoxious because every time she kills it, she's getting money, and that's really annoying.
Don't they capture?
Don't they capture?
They can capture.
They can. I've done it once, but then it's half dead. So
I think the more health it has, the more likely it is to capture. Is that true?
I believe it's just a 50-50 chance, I think.
Okay. Oh, we're seeing some intense naval battles here. And, oh, yeah.
Capture.
Okay, that was
No capture.
No capture there, but we did see some death.
I like frigates.
Yeah.
Frigates. Yeah, death. Death by sea. I've always loved frigates, and I think they came in Civ 4, and just the ranged boat. Always loved frigates. And still to this day, it's my favorite naval.
I just can't believe how strong the sea dogs are against my frigates. It's kind of ridiculous.
what's the
me
power
too,
of them?
actually. I didn't
I'm
think that would work.
I'm not happy, so I'm producing more.
So
I'm going to keep them coming.
The sea
Two at a
dog
time.
has their unique ability, which is they can capture, and then they also are +5 combat strength over the standard privateer.
Nice.
So a privateer and a frigate, what are their combat strengths in comparison?
I believe the frigate still has a small advantage, but only by about 2 at some point.
Okay.
By around 2.
Okay.
If not equal, because the frigate has a higher combat strength than the privateer. So it'll like the base privateer though. So it'll be about evened out. The frigate will have the advantage with more combat-based promotions, while the Sea Dog will be more about raiding.
That's true, but also the Sea Dog doesn't cost any resources.
That's true.
That's a
Sea
big
Dog does
deal.
not cost
It's a
any
big
resources.
deal. But then also, on the other hand, Sassy can produce 2 boats whenever she wants.
This is also true, but you have to build them. You can't just buy them, right? You gotta actually make them.
Oh, but we're seeing some flooding over beside the Venetian arsenal.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Get computers! Quickly! Grab computers! It's the only way!
I may also be experiencing flooding.
Oh, there is some flooding going on. Are we still in phase 3? Phase 3!
We got 19 turns.
Go! Sassy, you can still contribute to pollution.
I'm working on it.
Okay,
I'm working.
okay.
I'm working here.
Yeah, how much time
Let
are
her cook.
we
Let her
looking
cook.
She's
at?
cooking. She's cooking. Can you smell what the sass is
So it looks
cooking?
like we have coal
Oh, sure.
burning.
Coal burning? Maybe some coal burning.
We have some coal burning.
Do factories produce pollution or not?
So factories, it's the burning of coal that'll generate the pollution.
once you get
It's
the coal.
consuming the resources that distribute power.
Right. So you have to wait till coal.
But we actually do have some players burning coal
Who?
over in Ethiopia.
Ethiopia's burning coal. I love, by the way, when you hit the
yeah.
modern era. I love this effect of the, like, you see the sparks flying.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's really cool seeing how the construction and almost everything in the game changes as you grow through the
50%.
turns.
Yeah, make it fun. Just full disclosure, we're doing minus 50% production because we think it would be fun.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
going
yeah.
for the fun factor.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care about diplomatic
yeah.
points.
Spectator.
For us, obviously,
Spectator.
we're trying to keep the peace.
Vote for the
by-
spectator for diplomatic points, please. We're the only one who's not at war with anyone. Just saying. Maybe Boest isn't at war. I actually have no idea.
Well, we can I guess we could click
Yeah.
on them,
I
right?
wish you didn't.
Okay, well, I'm not going to.
Or yet.
You did, though.
It didn't. It didn't. It was during the turn click over, so it didn't happen. Don't worry. Nothing happened, okay? Nothing happened.
But it did.
What do you mean?
There we go. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Nothing to see
Pay
here.
no attention to the
Pay-
spectator
yeah.
behind the screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she's got the retaliation coming. Fight. Love naval fights.
I was about to. I
Love
was
naval
just about
fights.
to say that. I love me a naval battle.
Love a naval. Oh!
Get out of that. Nice. I didn't know
In
that was
action.
possible. I just got another Sea Dog.
Oh, that's awesome. She got one.
That was awesome, Paisley. All right. Not that I'm cheering for one person in particular. Just I thought it was really cool. Sorry, Sassy. Don't hate me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no, tealful. It's another Carl Berry
Yeah,
capture.
but we have great news. I got my settler back. I'm about to step my first step onto the new world. If I
Oh. Watch out for that loyalty, though. There's a lot of cities nearby, so maybe you know what? Just for the sake of the moral victory, maybe it's a little bit better to get away from everybody else, but still settle on that technically new continent.
Especially
all
on
I have to do
cliffs.
is settle, right? I don't have to keep my city.
That's fair. That's actually very fair. Okay, good point. Good loophole. I like it.
And amenities affect loyalty, right? So Abe just needs get some amenities there, and that'll help fight loyalty.
Yeah, I believe each
just make a nice,
amenity
happy town.
gives about 6 bonus loyalty, but then also the industrial zone itself, as Abe, will grant bonus loyalty with Abe's unique ability. So there's
Okay.
multiple ways to get a bunch of loyalty
Oh, hello, tealful.
for the
Hello.
industrial zones.
So you hear that, Tealful? Some words of advice from the developers themselves. They know, they're very knowledgeable. I would like to think.
I don't know, are they?
I would definitely.
Okay. We've
definitely
agreed
think
you're
so.
knowledgeable.
Yes.
Thank you.
I will take the advice.
Finally, Boest and Tealful
They've met. They've
Is that
met.
correct?
You are correct in that statement.
Industry.
Please don't
Oh,
kill my settler or steal
would
my
never do
settler.
And Boast.
But I've stepped onto the land.
Oh no,
Yes.
look what's happening in silver.
No.
Oh, Boast, you're losing the silver industry.
Oh, no.
But we saw
Yeah.
that you got some furs over
Yeah.
as well. So
You know, it happens.
You know, it's,
I think, technically, I don't know if. Oh, no, I guess it is pillaged.
it's pillage, but it still exists.
It
Points?
does still exist.
Yeah.
Still points until it's
until
completely
it's sick.
submerged.
And yeah, as long
Yeah.
as we see that,
Oh,
it's
Let me
just
see. How many turns do I have for that? 18.
18. Okay. It's unfortunate that, like, remember this happened once with the bees? If this goes away,
yeah.
he can't put it over here. He's going to need a different silver. So once if a natural disaster destroys an industry, you can't rebuild it in that city. You have to end up putting the industry elsewhere. I just don't know where else. Oh, there's some down here. Okay. So, not that they know. And these guys aren't doing anything, so that's good.
Just gotta every turn. We gotta keep. Oh, we're seeing city attacks. We're seeing some real violence.
There is violence.
Some real violence between England and Germany right now.
Nice. Look at these making pollution techs.
I like how there's a lot of historical context with the idea of navy battles over a citrus-based city and how oranges affected naval combat back at the time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can you please expand?
Yeah, back with frigates and with galleys and before refrigeration, basically, you needed vitamin C to avoid getting scurvy. And fruits didn't keep well when at sea. And so one of the first most largely popularized cocktails were invented, which was called grog, which was a mix of rum, orange juice, and water, because your water wouldn't always keep either. So they would mix all this, and now you would get a water ration from it. It would keep the water from spoiling. It would keep the citruses from spoiling, so you could get vitamin C, water, and it increased your morale to be drinking at sea. And so grog became an extremely a heavily valued commodity, and so huge citrus farms were put up in places like Florida and other islands throughout the Caribbean in order to bolster naval power.
He tells the story every day.
He just comes up to you and say,
Oh, hey, let me tell you about oranges.
Just let me get my coffee.
"Oh, we got some coal
No, no.
burning."
Oh,
Coal
That's very
burning.
insightful.
It's where the term limey came from. Term limey for British sailors, right? The
Really?
limey-
Is that-
limey. I believe so.
we're seeing some
Look
other
at this.
merchants on the
Adam
field.
Smith.
We're seeing some coal units on the field as well. The next great merchant is Mary Catherine Goddard.
Anyone who knows about Mary Catherine Goddard?
Well, these aren't helpful if I don't have a volcano. I can't do anything with my soothsayers.
Well, any natural disaster. So you could do a flood, or you could set forests on fire. Forest fires.
You can also set off blizzards, but unless you're talking specifically for appease the gods, which is happening right now.
Oh yeah.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice me.
Oh, you gotta be adjacent to a friendly unit. Got it.
Hey, Baltimore is up
There
here
it is.
Charm City.
losing loyalty.
Exist.
Come
And
on,
I have one luxury
Baltimore.
resource.
That's about right.
We're sending some power over the airwaves. Okay. What are
Thank
what are
you.
ways to boost loyalty?
So, amenities, as Abe Lincoln, the industrial zones. We can get governors in there, the governor district. So the 3 different districts you can build that'll help with loyalty would be a government district, entertainment districts, or the industrial zone. Governments, policies, those are all ways to increase loyalty.
I'm already building the entertainment district. Let's
Yeah,
go.
marvelous. Because that'll bring up the amenities, which helps out a lot with loyalty. If you have an ecstatic city, it can be very hard to flip those with a governor in it.
I'm guessing Abe's bonus, like for amenities from industrial zones, it has to be built. It's not like it's not while it's being
Yeah, it
built.
has to be built. So I would recommend after you get your entertainment district done, getting an industrial zone as well, because those amenities will stack off of each other.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I just had
An epiphany.
an
right?
epiphany
Yeah.
of who Mary Catherine Goddard is. She's actually a very, very important person. And if you look at the ability of this merchant, she grants one level of diplomatic visibility with all other civilizations. I believe the origin of this is because she is the only woman to sign the Declaration of Independence.
All right. Awesome.
Yes, and she was the first postmaster in the U.S. in 1777.
That's wow. You're just you got so much a cornucopia of knowledge.
Epiphanies. They just come to me. These visions come to me from the sky.
Kevin, what's the significance of having diplomatic visibility?
That.
Put you on the spot.
I mean, you either have it or you don't, right? It's that's what I always say. Yeah, I mean, it kind of lets you know what your friends or your foes are up to. Gives you little insight. I'm kind of forgetting exactly like.
So it can give. So that is very correct. It'll. If you have a high enough diplomatic visibility, you can see what your allies or enemies could be building in their cities. It helps with spies, and as well as if you have a significant jump in diplomatic visibility, you also get combat bonuses with them, against them, I mean, because the idea that you kind of have almost like a spy network reading their plans that they're sending out, so we can represent that with a combat strength bonus.
It's what the beauty of Mongolia, right?
Yes.
Is they send the trade, and it's like,
Yes,
oh,
they said
that's a nice city you got here.
And that one, so yeah, Mongolia will keep the trading posts because those usually go away when you declare war, but they'll keep theirs and they double all combat strength from diplomatic visibility. The Mongolians have one of the highest stacking combat effects, I believe only being beaten by the Aztecs.
Oh, with the luxuries.
With the luxuries, because
Yeah.
they can as long as they have one copy, there's so much combat bonus they can get from that.
These barbarians
They are causing ruckus.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Multiple
Like
people
over
are being
here.
affected by this.
Good for them.
Oh, good for Carl. Carl's having a good time. Having a good game. Who we have? Okay, Adam Smith is still not used. Interesting. I think you need one more copy of that fur.
The Fur Wars.
Fur Wars.
It's funny because, like, in North America, that was, that's kind of
true.
a thing.
Yeah, that's
was
true.
kind of a thing. Beaver pelt. Kind of how Canada came about,
Yes, lots of we're seeing lots of settlers.
Yeah.
We're actually very happy to see all these settlers on this new land. A lot of cities, but then also just expanding and more settlers coming out of here. We're seeing battleship fleet.
What? Oh no.
Oh
no.
I don't care
Ouch.
about that. Direction towards something. Let's get some money going.
Bose, who you at
Yep,
peace
yep.
with, and who you not at peace with?
Oh, people and stuff.
I know the people
I'm
and
just-
stuff.
I'm just here to defend my allies. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
I love how every game I'm in turns into, at first it's me versus one person, then suddenly it's me versus everybody on the map.
Weird how warmongering works. It's a weird concept.
concept. So unfair. Come on.
It's heroic belligerence, okay? Not warmongering.
Oh yeah, true.
I don't know, Sassy. If you see a pattern in how people are affected by your gameplay,
But she gets the game going.
no, that's very
Okay.
true.
I can't,
She
like,
is
it's
the
gonna be a
chef.
boring
Spectator.
game if nobody's kept all their toes. Come on.
No, Sassy, you're a spectator favorite.
You're not wrong.
100% agree. Just when you antagonize the bear seems to retaliate. Or the bears, in this case, seem to retaliate.
This is I love.
Ooh, but you are
No,
The tides
retaliating.
are
Oh,
turning.
man.
The tides are turning.
Oh, but look at that.
Oh, here
Oh,
it
yeah.
Oh,
no.
Oh, he just wanted a little sneak peek.
Look what I've
Look
got.
what I have, Sassy.
Hello.
Oh, this
Ends
is
with a
exciting.
battle, or begins with a battle, ends with a ship.
Key? Yeah, ship. That's great, Mike. That's great. That was very subtle.
I've been busy doing other stuff and things. I haven't really focused on other stuff and things.
Well, we know. We see everything from above with your Venetian arsenal. You are very busy with your stuff and things.
With Venetian Arsenal 2, if you build a core or an armada, it makes 2 of them, right? If you have the upgrade, the harbor upgrade,
yeah. If you have the Venetian Arsenal, it'll create a copy of any naval ship or unit that you construct. And so if you make a full armada of something, it will create 2 of them. And if you have any effect that makes it to where when you build an armada, they start with a promotion or a certain amount of XP or a unique promotion, it'll copy that too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Which is why it's one of my favorite
It's
wonders,
beautiful.
especially as Norway.
Yeah, of course.
Norway's your favorite.
I don't know why Potato hates Venetian Arsenal so much.
He has a good argument for it. It comes on real late, and by time when you get to this point, a lot of times it's better to buy units.
Okay.
And also, once it gets later in the game, you're less restricted on how quickly you can produce things and more about how much oil or consumables you have. Because the idea is you might already have a standing navy, and so that's why he's a little meh on it. But we know better. We know better.
I'll disagree with him. I think I actually think it's a fantastic wonder. So, what are you noticing here?
Phase 4 has begun. So I love that it tells you as these go up, the temperature's going up,
5
sea level
turns.
goes up, 40% of the polar ice caps have melted. Storms will increase.
I heard a gasp from Boes.
What happened, Bose?
What happened?
No, nothing. I looked at the climate thing and it said the next level's in 4 turns.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
going 4 to
turns.
5
it's
in
kidding.
4 turns.
It's getting out of hand. That whole climate change thing is just.
We might see a comet here.
Oh, man.
We might see. Imagine if it lands on a city with a corporation.
Oh, that would
man.
that
Don't
would
wish that into
create
the
emotional.
game.
There would be some emotional damage.
Speaking of emotional damage, Charleston being so close to her own cities and still losing loyalty.
Well, they just got to get those Charleston chews going, and the people will be happy.
They got the industrial zone being worked on. So
Industrial
once that
zone.
finishes, it should be solidified.
And if we look at also the loyalty lens here, if you hover over the down arrow, she's only losing 2.4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
they'll
go up.
be
That'll
alright.
go up quick.
So once that industrial zone finishes, it gives her +3 loyalty. You'll be A-okay there, tealful. Good strategy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and we see Goddard. So excellent.
John Rockefeller is the next great merchant.
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller.
I don't know that name. That doesn't sound at all familiar.
Rockefeller Center.
I know
Rockefeller Miller.
who John Rockefeller is. Oil baron.
I know. I was just testing if you knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I do.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Prove it.
I'm glad that we had this.
This is for my friends.
He was.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, never mind.
never mind.
You got
Something
bailed out.
more
We got
interesting.
an okay from Sassy. What does this mean?
Oh.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, it did take significant damage though.
Did take
I did a
city,
lot of damage.
Yeah.
but that battleship,
Range 3.
range 3 battleships are so deadly,
yes.
and you feel so
I-
hopeless.
Made the classic mistake of not paying attention to my science.
Oh,
So I was too busy building, so
been
got ahead
there.
of tech.
Yeah, been there.
Well, if you got the output, you can still swarm, right? And
Yeah.
now, and was this battleship boast? Did you make it, or did you get it from a great person?
Oh no, I made it.
Oh.
Oh, and he just.
I can't stand up against any of that.
Oh. I that led to further investigations, and
Well, look at that on the top.
yeah, there you go.
Represent.
I love delaying my tech and getting just producing mass quantities of things like triremes or quadremes rather, so that you buy them cheap with production and then upgrade them all with gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
I think it's called pre-building,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Like, this is actually a canal, like, right there, right?
Well,
That's
you can go
ice
right
cap.
above.
Well, it looks like, yeah, you can squeeze through
Can
there.
you squeeze through there?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
they all have
cover the
yields.
tile
There's
and it'll-
yields.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah, you
Okay. He's going this way. It's like, was there a faster way? And like, this is cut off.
Yeah, there would be a good
Or a city even,
canal.
right?
Yeah, settling right on the. Yeah, I mean, it might get flooded over, anyways. So.
There's a lot of flooding. There's a lot of flooding. I really hope that this beautiful wonder doesn't get sunk into the sea.
Well, the wonder will. So even if that tile gets flooded, the wonder will stay.
Oh, okay.
And the wonder kind of just like floats there.
Oh.
So
Oh,
wonders
gosh.
cannot get destroyed through flooding or through any form of natural disasters. The only way to lose them is to raise the city.
Okay. Okay.
Even if it's a land-based wonder that you build on the coast and that tile gets flooded, the wonder will remain.
We are approaching time limit here as well, so we're gonna have to wrap up here in the next few minutes. We'll say 5-ish
Oh, no.
minutes. So let's give, it's a minute and a half turn, so let's give 3 more turns, 4 more turns, and we're gonna have to declare a winner.
How many
at the
times?
end of that.
We can just set the timer and
Uh,
maybe get to see the end of the era.
Well, that's still not. It's still 9 turns. So
turns,
unless you
30
do
seconds.
30-second turn timers,
We could do
which
that.
is pretty crazy.
Is that, that's what we do on the Civ show. We get crazy.
We can, no. We
No?
can do 9 turns. So let's do 1 minute a turn. We can do 9
Okay.
minutes.
All right. So turn timer.
I will go ahead and change that. So be on your toes, folks. Click away.
1 minute.
Yep. Click away and then click confirm. There you go.
All right. 1 minute turn timer.
All right. You have 10 seconds for this turn, and it's a 1 minute turn timer. Where this is going to be quick,
Things are
quick.
heating up.
Woo.
You gotta focus. You gotta.
love the
Where is the
quickness.
most
There's not
important
much I can
place?
do. I've like tried to move ships. This is
Remember, pollution, industry, okay, monopolies. These are what you want. These are what you want. These are gonna get you the points. Maybe don't worry about the war. Get those. Get those points.
I want that city. It's not happening.
Well, that would be moral victory for Sassy or whoever. If one of you takes the other city out, yeah, for sure.
Oh, look at Baltimore.
Baltimore is building an industrial zone, or rebellion in 2 turns.
Rebellion. The rebellion.
No, it's fine.
The Great Baltimore Rebellion.
Oh, and they have an industry on the Amber
Yes.
too,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be lost.
No.
So
Oh, no.
unfortunate.
Hey, I'm just happy that I managed to make at least one.
Moral victory.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Plan my
Mary
ships, 'cause this is
Catherine
getting
Goddard was
really-
the postmaster of Baltimore.
Wow.
So moral victory.
That is so moral
For you,
victory. A
Tealful.
historical moral victory is like the best you can get.
One of you told the right story, or the correct
Yes.
story. I
Correct
guess.
story.
You were-
If you were to buy a unit in there right now, would that help?
I think it gives 1 loyalty.
It's still.
I'm
Yeah,
not
so-
trying to make this. I'm like trying to just go. This isn't crazy.
I know a 60-second turn timer is really, really crazy. Do what you can, folks. We are just trying to speed this along. John Rockefeller has been recruited, and if we really quickly go and check the next merchant, because maybe there's an epiphany that's going to go on. Sarah Breedlove is the next.
It's a good thing I
great merchant.
practiced on a 5-second turn timer before.
Nice.
Yeah, you're nuts. by the way.
God.
That is so nice.
That gives you a massive advantage over the rest of us.
Bose is very quick with the fingers.
I did play
Professional
StarCraft.
gamer. Boesthius.
I'm guessing Rockefeller's trying to get over to the citrus here. Or no.
Stay on the, yeah, maybe get away from the
Get
ivory.
away from the
Get away
ivory.
from the ivory with the John Rockefeller.
Well,
and Brighton.
You need to get to a stock exchange, right? To get
You just
a
need to research
corporation?
economics.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't need a stock exchange.
Yeah, the stock exchange is what holds the products
Holds
that you
it.
can build when you make
Okay.
the monopoly.
Okay. I thought you had to use the charge in.
No, not quite.
Okay.
Well, this fight over in Heidelberg is getting pretty intense. There's lots of.
I'm just throwing
different folks.
everything I've got.
We got cavalry in here as well. This is PaisleyTrees, moral victory. Take it. Sassy, moral victory.
It's
Defend
bold.
Defend it.
Yeah. They're using horses against horses.
I'm trying to go as fast as I can. It's getting complicated.
Yeah, I know, but we have 6 more turns. That only means 6 more minutes before we declare a winner here, and we'll do a recap at the end of it as well.
They sent you another
Look at this. coming over here.
Yeah, looking
Mainland.
Players, you guys can focus. You don't have to listen
Don't
to
listen to us.
You guys can focus up and do what you're doing. And we'll take over here. Charleston is hanging in there still. We're at level 4 CO2.
Wow.
Boesthius is absolutely crushing the pollution game with all of his battleships, with all of his ironclads, with all of his terror
Yeah, the
coming
terror.
down.
The terror. Get, like, everyone else, you're very close, 200, 100. Try to get a soothsayer. Try to get something burning coal. Okay?
Burn the closest tree to you.
Yeah, just burn it down. Burn it all down.
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
That's not a tree though. That's
Even a flood.
flood
river.
works.
A river works.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. I'm dumb. I said it.
You're not. You're learning. You're learning. You've only been playing this game since it came out. Okay, little brother.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. I should know better. I know. Oh,
look at
Baltimore!
it.
No!
I didn't want that city anyway.
Sorry. I didn't do it actively.
You didn't have your cavalry. You brought heavy cavalry to a musket fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the classic.
Or
heavy
the
cavalry.
chariot, rather.
I like never get this far in a game, so I'm just like clicking things now.
That's kind of the fun of the starting in the later era, though, right? It's like sometimes games
Yeah.
wind down beforehand, and it's just like you get to get right into it. Does he have it? Is he gonna get it? He's got the industry
He
there.
doesn't have a great merchant in Desi, and I don't know if he has.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Oh, and oh yeah.
Da, 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 da. You can do it, Boos.
Oh, we see some products being created by
Yeah,
Boast too.
yeah,
I
he's
saw a
making
diamond.
products. He's making products.
Nice, right on, dude. Right.
I like that he's
on.
building this for some reason. Why not? You know?
Yeah. In homage to the Wonder game, on the last Civ game night, he is building Taj Mahal, which is about to complete right now. Hey, congratulations, Boaz, on building the Taj Mahal,
Nice,
man. Good
nice.
for you.
Yeah, it was fun times.
It's like a city in the sky.
Nice, good one.
I'm trying to select
the
things and I
diamond
can't
suit?
even select anything. I don't know what's going on.
No, Sassy.
Hang in there, Sassy. You got this. There's only a few more turns left to go. Just remember, you just defend the city. That's your moral victory. Is defend
I'm
your city.
trying to, like, my ship can't move outside of the
It's got
area.
nowhere to move. That's
Uh-oh.
why.
Nowhere
It's
to go.
Absolutely
Man.
occupied.
So just
Couldn't
shift.
I-
Yeah, I have to shift enter if there's more than one in there. I don't know if there is.
It's a bit weird.
It has nowhere to move. It's trapped.
That's because it's
That's why.
blocked.
It's got nowhere to go.
It physically can't move out of the harbor.
Those oranges
makes
never
me
got
sad.
upgraded.
But I should be able to attack, right? That's what I don't get it.
If you have more than one boat in there, you have to move the boat out before you can attack.
Oh, I have like 5 boats.
Yeah, there
Okay.
we go.
That's,
We solved the mystery, Scooby-Doo. All right, how many turns do we have left? Wow, big flood here in
The
Cologne.
era's done in 3 turns.
Like 3 turns.
3 turns.
3 turns. 3 more minutes. And we're seeing some battles.
Yeah.
Oh,
No!
there it is.
Oh, you raised my city.
Burned! Burned into the
Amazing.
ground! Oh,
No
and
one
it-
attacks my own friends except me for me.
Bose is my godfather. This is amazing.
Oh my goodness. Sassy,
My savior.
I weep. I weep for you.
It's okay. It never takes one person, it always takes 2. So I did my job.
You did, Sassy.
You did.
You did.
You make every game more fun. And that is the best thing that you can do in any game. Right? And that's you. You make the game more fun.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be bored if I just sat here and was like, oh,
Yeah.
let's be friends. No.
You gotta hit those bees.
Bees?
Bees?
All right, we are on the
Bees.
last 2 turns.
2 turns to
here.
go. How's the pollution coming?
Stage 5.
Stage 5. I'm so proud of you. Oh, good, good. All right, this
All right.
is good. Get that pollution up. This can matter. This is gonna the pollution points at the end of the game are gonna matter.
We're seeing some separation in the pollution game as we're getting it down to these last 2 turns. Make sure this is the last turn to buy and use a soothsayer because you gotta wait 1 turn to use it. So spend all your faith
Actually, I see
I
some
got
more
one
faith.
just in time.
There we go. Nice. Go to
Yeah.
score instead of yield. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how much. You know what? Boest has bought a lot of soothsayers. I don't know how much it costs for him anymore, but he's got.
They're very expensive now.
Yeah. How much is a soothsayer for you right now, Boest, if you have the time?
600 gold.
Faith. Yeah. Wow.
I mean faith. Sorry, yeah, 600 faith.
Yeah, but you have those. You have those. What are they called? They're called. If I look at my notes here, the rock-hewn churches that give you tons
true.
of faith.
Yeah,
They do give a lot of faith, but I'm not even. I built 2. I built one for the era score.
It just doesn't matter. You're doing something right over there in
I like
Ethiopia.
production more.
Oh my god, my heart is like pounding right now.
And we have our on
Last turn.
Are on a last turn here, folks. And then we're gonna pause the game and take an analysis on what is going on. These soothsayers are going crazy. We see some desert storms in Charleston. We see some flooding in Liverpool.
Getting the last CO2 in.
Oh, Charleston shoes have come out, and the loyalty is no longer an issue.
Wrecking havoc on the world. We have doomed us all.
I just killed one of my own units with the disaster. This is fine.
The end is nigh. The end is nigh.
Sorry, I saw something. I'm writing some notes down. So as we end our last turn, we got 30,
Really into this.
30 seconds here.
Right faster, boy. Nice. Wow. Well done. Does that mean you're
Hold
coming?
on.
Okay.
We'll get there. I have an idea. We'll get there. All right, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. We're gonna let this turn.
Oh,
vote.
right, Congress.
Perfect
You have to
timing.
vote. You got to vote. Vote, and then we'll pause it right after. So obviously vote for the spectator in every instance. We all love the spectator, especially for diplomatic vote points.
Oh,
What if we like accidentally win?
It's not an accident. All right. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Let's go ahead and tally
Let's
up
do some
these
tallies.
points.
So let's start with teal.
Tealful.
Tealful. Okay.
Tealful.
So tealful. I'm gonna
Yep.
start with your pollution. Okay. Oh, I can't because of this. Just let
I want to unpause really
just a second.
quick. You know what?
I'll turn
Why
the
don't we do
turn-
this?
I can turn the turn
so
timer
hit
off.
X on here, yeah, actually, let's turn the turn timer off. before
Yeah,
we continue
see,
here.
big
Option,
big brain, big brain.
Scroll up. Scroll up.
There we go. Turn it off. No turn timer. Problem solved.
Okay. Cool. So
All right.
We're looking at CO2.
CO2. Here we go. Oh wow, well done. I'm proud. You got to phase 6. All right, well
There's-
done. All right.
That's one thing I'm good at, is polluting.
Fantastic. All right, so I got tealful at 300. Okay, 300. You're gonna write this down, Moy?
Yeah,
Here we go.
I'm gonna
All right.
write it down.
Okay,
Yeah, so
teal 300 pollution. Okay, very nice. And
you.
so for the points, all right, in the new world, every industry is worth 1 point. If you got it to a corp, it's 3 points, and if you pulled off Monopoly, 5 points. New world only. All right, unless it's turtle or something sea-based.
No, we're gonna count that. We're gonna count
Turtle.
sea-based.
Yeah, I said that. Unless it's okay. Okay. Oh my. Oh
Oh
my.
boy.
Okay.
What do we do here?
Do you have any industry in the new
I
world?
had one industry until my city rioted. So I didn't end with one.
Okay,
but
that's
it also
fine, that's
probably
okay.
didn't count because one of the resources was in the old world and one was in the new world.
I think like ultimately as long as like.
But I don't have it.
industry is
I
in
didn't
the
have
new
it
world,
by
that's all
in game
that matters.
anyway.
Yeah.
It was gone.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. Hey, you got some nice pollution
Guys,
there.
Great pollution.
That
here.
that
Thank you.
that is good. Okay, so tearful. I'm gonna go into Paisley down below here. Okay, so pollution. We got England. Good. You got those. You got that steam powered driving. 339.
Ooh, I wasn't even
CO2.
trying.
Yeah, very good, very good. And then going into the new world, I see, Moy, a corporation here. Okay, of fur. All right, and I see an industry of citrus.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you own a monopoly of anything, Paisley? I don't think you do, but
I go to resources.
Yep.
Let's see, citrus. I have 50% control.
almost.
Furs,
You need
I have
60%.
50%.
Yeah.
If only these ones.
No, they're in control.
Oh, they're in. Oh, that's right. Just in the territory.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, no monopolies, but this is a good score. This is a good, very, very good score.
Okay, let's go to the SAS, Miss Horse Lady. Pollution.
I don't know how I did on pollution.
Hey, you got on the board. Okay, 100. You didn't want to pollute the world. I understand. You wanted to pollute it with cannonballs. That's fair.
That's exactly it.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Pollution
Okay.
with war.
So 100 there. Going into the new world, I see an ivory industry. And Sass, do you have anything else that I'm not seeing? Is it just the one industry?
Oh, it's just one.
Just the one
I was
industry?
too busy building ships and causing chaos because
you
that's how I
did.
roll.
Agent of Chaos. Well done. Okay,
I'm
very
in it to
good.
cause chaos.
That is, you do it so well. I love team raising sass is the best team. And chaos is what we do. All right, so then last but not least, we got, oops, I don't care about governors. Boast with the most.
Wow.
Really, we kind of ran away with pollution. We got.
I hate the world. What can I say?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of coal. 1787. What is that? The year or your pollution score? it's a pollution score.
Both. Yes, it is.
It's not the year. Okay. The year is 1954. So that is 178. So that's high. That's
you got
high.
the most. You
That's
got the most
high.
pollution, Boast.
Okay,
Large
New
amount.
World. I see an industry of fur. I see one. Oh no.
Oh no, it's gone.
Literally 2 turns ago.
Oh, but he has another industry.
He
of
does over here.
turtles.
An industry of turtle. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your pollution was your own undoing. That was the plan all along. Do you have anything else I don't see? So two
No,
industry.
It's all in the old world.
Two industry. Everything's in the old world, which doesn't help us at all.
No.
Okay. All right.
And we actually. This just in.
Okay.
We have a new player who has a score.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Who is it?
Someone hacked the game.
Someone hacked the game. We see
Oh.
some barbarians, technically,
Carl Barians.
have an industry.
Carl!
Makes it in all the
I knew he would have an effect on this game.
Awesome.
And Carl has
Gotta give him a
one
point. He's got 1 point. He's gonna come in last
one
place.
industry.
I think so.
So we're gonna have to hear from
Let-
Carl first.
Yeah. So Carl, you want to pretend to be Carl? Give us your best Carl impression.
I'm Carl. I play Civ way too much. No, that's really me. He's a great guy. Last place. I'm not used to being in this position because I'm Carl and I'm really good at the game. Maybe too good and
it's like
not
he's-
kind about it.
It's like he's in the room with us.
I know.
It is.
See, here we go.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. I'm embarrassed.
Thank you for your words. Carl.
Okay. All right. So we've tallied the scores. Okay. Let me just get this from my tabulator here, my calculator here. So that looks like just I'm gonna confirm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that looks like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And oh, interesting.
Yeah, the math is right.
Interesting. So I think though we said in this case it goes to the pollution, right? The actual
so
number?
that would be this. Yes.
Yeah, well, you just the actual number, whose was higher, right? And yeah, so that tie goes to that. Okay, so that would be this, and that would be this.
Yeah.
We agree. Okay, so
agree.
we're gonna hear from our runner to the runner to the runner up.
Yep.
Runner to the runner to the runner up. Sassy.
Fan favorite though.
Fan
At least-
favorite!
At least in the studio.
Yeah.
Fan favorite.
Sassy, tell us about.
Yay! Fan favorite!
Yeah. Tell us about your game. What went great? What went not so great? What are you sad about?
Well, I underestimated sea dogs.
That's number one. Okay.
And Paisley's defenses. Sometimes I go too wide and I need to go more focused, but then I get war crazy. I get war crazy and all thoughts go out the window and it's all about destruction. And then I'm like, oopsie daisy. So I spread myself a little too thin. And I should have maybe consolidated a bit more and focused on taking out Paisley's cities on this continent instead of just having fun being a pirate.
I'm glad you
had
did
fun.
it. I'm
You
glad
had
you
fun.
did it.
Had fun.
You had fun, and like really,
And you came
I would
back
say
strong,
pirate.
Paisley. I felt like every time I came after you, you were like, 1, 2, Sassy, take that. I was like, oh, dang.
It was a good,
Those sea dogs.
it was a good boxing
The
match.
sea dogs.
The sea and like
MVP.
for the longest time, you had her on the ropes, and then someone came and messed it up. So
Oh, it sounds like Bose. That's 2 times now, Bose. I'll remember
Couldn't
that.
be me.
all right, well you did great, Sass, and love seeing Germany represent the production, and you got lots of boats out there, and you did make the game super fun. So
Yes.
well deserved runner to the runner up. Let's go to the runner of the runner up.
All right, let's do
Okay.
that.
So in that would be here. So because we had a tie technically, but we go tie goes to most polluter.
Yep.
So tealful. Tell us about your game. What did you love? What did you not love? What made you sad?
The barbarians were not my friends once again, always. I almost stepped my first foot on the New World, and the barbarians took my settler, but I managed to go get it back and actually founded a city, even though I ended up writing. And I managed to build one industry, so I'm very happy about that. And what I was most proud of was my tricky war declaration against Sassy to help get my settler through and one of Paisley's settlers through.
That was like some warfare
That was good
diplomacy.
distraction.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, you had your back to the sea here, and it's just so funny. I'd love to see the before and after. This was all ice.
I was just thinking that.
This was
That was
like,
ice and islands.
It was ice and islands, and this was all like so. Definitely, we'll post production take a look at the before and after. But yeah, you had your
Some
back.
good polluting.
Yeah, and being on the coast in an apocalypse game,
tough.
that's not a place you want to be. So I think all things considered, you did very, very well. We love that you got over to the new land and Baltimore. That's moral victory. Okay, you had
Yep,
Baltimore.
I'll take
Yeah,
it.
Carl took it, but
With the great person.
with the proper great person.
The proper great person. Mary Catherine Goddard.
Goddard.
Yeah.
Well done. We salute you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tealful.
Thank you.
All right, and then we
Thank
have the runner-up.
Runner up, second place. This is a moment of truth here.
Okay. Boss! You polluted very well, Bose.
I do love polluting.
You did.
You did.
Bose, tell us about the game. What'd you love? What'd you not love? What made you sad?
Well, I forgot that it was all about the new world and not the old world, and so I was expanding everywhere in the old world. I may or may not have messed up twice. The first time with the settler pantheon, and then I realized that you don't get a religion when you start in this era, and so I was chopping out great profit points,
No.
and then I realized that it was like, oh yeah, you don't do that, and so I wasted my first builder chopping out and placing a spot for Ma Bodhi Temple. But then I feel like I also kind of lucked out because I'm super isolated and I'm Ethiopia, so I just have to build holy sites and I get science and culture for free. And I just went from there. And so, I went skyrocketing with pollution, but then I also forgot about New World industries and corporations.
And it made a difference. It made it losing silver. 1 point, man. Losing
Yeah.
silver.
Losing that silver, that's okay.
Yeah, you had to use this silver or down here, on the
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to before it submerged, I was gonna destroy the industry in that city and then create the new industry in Soto. But it literally my builder was 2 turns away, like from movement before I could do it. So
And, like,
it is what it is.
It is what it, and like this is all, but Soto is like almost done.
Yeah.
It's almost
Yeah.
completely
It's
sunk.
almost
So it's great that you created all the pollution, but not
That's
so
true.
great that the pollution caused your downfall. Like we planned. All right, well,
Well,
There's only one person
left.
left, unless we have another surprise. No. So the winner of today's game challenge is Paisley.
Oh, let's go.
Super shocked.
Good job.
Congrats.
Paisley, tell us about your game. What'd you love? What you didn't love? What made you sad?
Well, let's be clear. I only won thanks to tealful letting my settler
Aw.
through and Bo's not stealing that settler that just
I
appeared
wanted
out
to.
of nowhere.
I really wanted to.
So this is definitely a group win. Thank you for sticking up for me, guys. Yeah. But also Sassy really did a number on me, because if you look at my map, Brighton has a merchant sitting on the citrus. I could have got that, but I couldn't read fast enough because I had to fight. So I had no idea what I was doing. It was just clicking. So it definitely was a tough game. I learned that I need to learn more about the industrial war units, because I'm just like randomly picking what to buy. And I need to improve my war game. So lesson learned. Thank you.
Well, you did a great. You're finishing the game with a military strength of 848, which is funny because he got 884. So yeah, I think you played an amazing England game.
You did, yeah, you did.
Like
Really
your
did.
production was
guys.
great. You had like this whole cluster here. It looks aesthetically pleasing. It's
Used the
aesthetically
sea
pleasing.
dogs to great effect.
Yeah.
Sea dogs were amazing.
Sea dogs
as well, yeah.
changed that game up for you, and then you really came over and you settled. You've got what, 5 cities here? Like, wow, well done, well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
That
And
one's
thank you to Bose for helping me get the last 2 citrus on this continent.
You're welcome.
Thank you, players, for participating and taking the time out of your day to join Civ Game Night. Thank you to the developers, Sean and Kevin, as well, for joining us. Thank you, Zoe, for coming on with me.
Thank you,
Thank
Moy.
you, man.
Yeah, all right.
And thank you, fans, for tuning in and enjoying Civ Game Night with us. We are the Civ Show with 𝐓𝐡𝐞, who couldn't make it with us today. Here we go. The Civ Show, 1 of 1 mug. We will see you live on the next Civ Game Night. And we don't know exactly when that's going to be yet. But we will see you live on the next Civ Game Night, the next time this happens. You can follow us on social media at The Civ Show. We're on all social medias. And you can also follow Civilization at Civ Game for Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. Civ for Facebook, and Civilization for YouTube.
They're pretty active. You know, they'll talk to you.
They will talk to you. They like to interact with the community.
They do. They really do. They really do.
Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time on Civ Game Night.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone, for participating.